to it first. Should we race?
Welcome back to Tabletop Titans for another epic game of Age of Sigmar. We are playing a double debut today. We're playing the Lumineth Rum Lords against the Ossiarch Bonereapers. This is the first time for both of these armies on the table, and I think we're both really excited to be playing this game.
Definitely excited. Kind of a funky matchup. We're going to see how it goes. I think it's going to surprise some people.
They're actually both very magic-heavy armies. They're both very durable, elite kind of armies.
Yeah.
And so there's actually more in common than you would think. But some of my best abilities, your army kind of specializes in negating.
Weirdly.
Yeah.
Almost through like antiquity, through like being an old book. Yeah.
So there's actually some pretty cool stuff going on. I'm really excited about that. But of course, more than that, we also are in day 2 of the Titanathon. And if you don't know, this is a week-long special event. We've got streams going on every day, in fact, several streams on some days.
Yep.
So it's a very, very busy week, all to support the channel. So throughout the show, a couple times, we're going to tell you about our special Titans Premium subscription and trying to encourage you to subscribe because during this week is kind of the only week that we really push the subscription per year. And you joining up and adding to that membership really helps us grow the channel and do a lot of cool stuff. So we'll be talking to you about the stretch goals, where we're at, and some of the cool things that you get by becoming a member. So why don't we jump ahead and take a look at the list we're bringing today.
Let's do it.
So here they are, the Lumineth Rum Lords. This is not my army. My army is still Underworks. This was donated to us by a very friendly fan of the show.
Borrowing this from Chris.
Yeah, donated for the day, not
for
forever.
the day. Chris,
yeah.
Don't worry, Chris.
Yeah, thank you so much, Chris, for letting us borrow it, because if you know me, I've been talking about the Realm Lords forever. Teclis was kind of like one of the first special characters I ever fell in love with the story for and read all the books, and I played him in every one of my armies. So I'm really excited to have this army back on the tabletop. You can see I'm playing the Great Nation of Sar today. It's actually spelled wrong there, S-Y-A-R. And this Great Nation is kind of cool. They're the ones that are craftsmen, and on the tabletop they have a lot of artifacts, and one of the things they have is Aether Quartz, which is basically their drug that they take to go.
Which everybody has.
Go Super Saiyan.
These guys have a little more.
Yeah, they have one more each. But let's talk about what I've got in the army. Of course, you spotted it. It's my 800-point super character. It is Teclis, the Archmage here. He's amazing. If you don't know about him, he's arguably the most powerful caster in the game, kind of up there with Lord Croak, very close, but I'd say Teclis is more powerful. He has access to almost 18 distinct, or 18, I think it's 20 distinct spells, because he has his 2 own. And then, of course, he's got the spells that everyone knows, and then the realm spells. So it's like 23 spells or something he knows.
You just kind of let it happen. As the opposing player, when it's your magic phase, I'm just going to be like, okay, tell me when to roll dice.
He's not the best at combat. He has like one decent shot, but it's all about his magic, and his magic is spectacular. So we'll talk about that when we get to it. He has a number of special rules as well, which is kind of cool. For another HQ, I actually have a character that's near and dear to my heart. This is the Light of Altharion. And growing up, Altharion, the actual original model riding on the Hippogriff, was one of my first special characters as well. And so it's cool to see Altharion coming back as this ghost without his poor Hippogriff, but he's still here. So he's pretty cool. He's like a ghostly model. He's ethereal. He fights pretty well, and he halves all damage. It's great. He's pretty tough.
He's probably your best combat, I think, in your army.
Well, my units are pretty good, but but yeah, he's
per numbers.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
And then last I have the Cathalar. And we don't have a clip for her, but she's the sad elf who passes on the despair of the elves onto other people.
Yep.
And has a few other. She has a really great spell, which probably won't work on you because you have to fail bravery. And the bone guys are pretty brave. So
they're very brave.
That one's going to be a little tricky. But let's get into my battle line. I have only 1 unit of Sentinels. And the Sentinels are fantastic. They're one of the standout units in the book because, of course, they do mortal wounds at range. They can ignore line of sight. Once you buff them up with spells, they have extra range, pluses to hit, mortal wounding, really easy. They're really great. So I just brought 10 of them. I think too many of these guys can easily become a weird, abusive kind of army. And not in all matchups, but certainly in some. But I think I would never leave home without 10 of them because they're cool. I love the archers.
How strong do you think you have to be to pull a triple-stringed bow?
Well, the different strings are supposed to be for different ways of firing. It's like the loft firing uses different strings, and then the short range firing.
That's dumb. Nope.
That's the way it works in the story. So it's almost like different configurations of shooting. I don't know. I don't imagine that it's raw strength because I don't think the elves are known for their raw strength.
No.
It's supposed to be like elegantly crafted.
It's just a magic bow.
Of course, of course.
Everything is very magical. My other battle line is the Wardens. These are the giant pikemen. The pikes look cool. They're really hard to move on the
They look so
tabletop.
cool.
But they're great. They have 3-inch range, so they can all fight really far. And just like the archers, they do mortal wounds, and so they're pretty strong. The leader there, once per game, can do mortal wounds to you as well.
Yep.
And they're pretty great. I really love them.
It's a little D3 thing, right, though?
Yeah, it's just D3 mortals, but it adds up.
Yeah.
Next up, I have a unit of wind chargers. So this is one of the new units. They're riding the little kangaroos. They have their bows. Their bows are great, and they're really fast. And
One-string bows, Brian.
just one string. When you're riding a kangaroo, I guess you can only pull one string.
Yeah.
And they have that. They have the cool ability where when they can fall back, or while they're piling in, they can pile in away from you, and they can also pile in 6 inches, and with they get the fly keyword, and they move over terrain as though it wasn't there. And so they're quick and great little utility. So I think they're great to add into the army.
Yeah.
And they also they shoot okay. So totally great with that. And last up, we have a couple things that I don't think we have clips for. We do have, you can see it on the tabletop here, we have the Shrine Luminor, which is the train piece. That's going to give me once per game a plus to cast or reroll cast. It's also, if I garrison it, it's going to allow me to use 1 free command point basically per turn, which is kind of cool. And then lastly, I do have another spell, which is the spell portals. And I feel like when you're playing with Teclis, you either want like the Twin Stones to give the better casting for this army, or you want the spell portal to extend the range. When it's all about this big model, taking 75 extra points to really upgrade him takes a long way.
Yeah, like having a turn where he's just like out of range. You're like, oh, cool.
Yeah, because you spend a lot of points for him. You need him to work, and a lot of his spells, a lot of his best spells do need to be close.
Yeah.
The spell portal allows you to take his spell, let's say Searing White Light, and just pump it way far up the board, and that can be really devastating. Now, your army doesn't care too much, because let's say I take 2 models away from every unit, you just bring them all back.
We've got some...
So, but it keeps you busy at least.
We've got some tricks. Yeah, should we take a look at the Bonereapers? So I've had a couple games with these guys now. New army to me, but I'm kind of digging them. It's not my normal play style. These guys thrive at just sticking around.
Yeah.
That's what they do. It's an older book. It's an interesting matchup because Brian's going to be killing a lot of dudes, but they just kind of, like we said, they just really do a good job of, they just keep coming back. So what we've got here is a fairly basic loadout. Everything in this book is kind of okay.
Yeah.
Nothing is super bad, nothing is super good.
It's all just durable.
It's all durable. So we're led off by the man himself. This is Nagash's right-hand man, Ark in the Black. This is my big wizard.
Yeah.
My big, probably my...
This is your big bad.
This is my big guy, yeah.
For sure.
He's cute. Against Teclis, magically, he's a little outclassed.
Sure.
So we're going to have to play around Teclis a little bit, but I do...
Yeah, Teclis took down Nagash in the story, so,
right, so
Nagash's right-hand man,
yeah, this is like his pupil, exactly. So he's got some cute stuff. He's got a number of spells. He's got Protection of Nagash, which is a cool spell. It gives me a 5-up Feel No Pain, a 5-up Ward.
I have Protection of Teclis, so
which is
a 5-up Ward as well, army-wide basically.
But this also, then when he starts getting hurt, he's like, hey, I'm out.
Yeah.
And he just teleports away.
Because he's more cowardly.
Yeah, because Nagash is like, you know what, I don't like this.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm out.
So both of you have a look dad spell?
Except I am the dad.
Well, I mean, dad can look at himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
I get the impression that Teclis looks in the mirror a lot.
Yeah, he does.
He's
He's
very impressed with himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's Ark in the Black. I've got a few other leaders. I've got the Liege Cavalos. I want to say
Cavalos.
Cavalos. I want to say I'm saying it right.
He's great.
This is my cavalry guy. This is actually my general, cavalry leader. This is probably the dude I have that's going to hit the hardest in combat.
Yeah, we should duel Altharion and him.
Yeah. That would actually probably be a good matchup. He's fast. He's got some horse buddies back there with him. He's like the only leader I have that's not a sorcerer, like a magic guy. So he is just like corralling these sorcerers and being like, all right, you guys do your thing. I'm just going to run up and try to kill some elves.
I think Altharion is the only thing on the battlefield for me that's also not a wizard.
Yeah.
So we should definitely duel, not a magic duel.
They're like, hey guys, this is a little overboard around here, right?
Let's just use some swords.
Then I've got 2 little support characters that I'm into. One is called a Soul Mason. And the Soul Mason is interesting. He he has a spell that gives me reroll 1s, and then he's got this unique trick where at the end of my hero phase, I'm going to roll, and on a 2-up, he gets to cast it again.
Oh, nice, yeah.
On a 6, he gets to cast it D3 more times.
That's cool.
So he could be giving some reroll 1s around the army.
Yeah.
That's his.
I love
that's
his little
deal.
bone chair.
Yeah, that's
It's like a better segue.
it's a flex in combat to be like, hey, someone go grab my chair. We're headed to battle.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I love it. Yeah. Then finally, we've got the Soul Mason, and then the last guy is the Bone Shaper.
Yeah.
This guy, good time to talk about Arkin's really scary ability. This guy can bring back 3 models or 3 wounds
Yeah.
to a unit, or heal a unit 3 wounds a turn.
Yeah.
Arkin, actually, I forgot to mention, can do that 4 times.
Yeah, yeah, right.
So there's 15 wounds that can come back.
Right. And 6 to a single unit.
Right, I could double up the Bone Shaper
right.
and Arkin, right? So
that's the real trick here,
yeah.
is I've got to kill more than 6 to a single unit, or more than 3 to multiple units to really get start chipping your army down.
exactly. So these spells like Searing White Light
Yeah.
that just kind of go in and like a couple mortal wounds here.
Yeah, it's not enough.
Not a big
Yeah.
concern for me.
Yeah.
Next, let's hop into some battle line. We have probably the bread and butter of the army, the Mortrek Guard.
Yeah.
These guys are really good for a basic troop. They're so tiny. You're looking at the model. The model's like
Surprisingly short.
unnervingly tiny.
Yeah.
4 up in combat, they can get that rerollable.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy, actually.
Yeah, it's a pretty great save.
A 4 rerollable save. The whole army, by the way, 6 up.
Like ward save, yeah.
Ward save. Lots of death armies have this, and there are some conditions to that. I kind of need to be near certain things,
Near
but for the
character,
most part,
yeah.
it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, Rend,
Yeah.
1, 2 attacks each. A little scary in close combat,
Yeah,
actually.
the thing is, you're actually fairly similar to my elves, but I'll start losing some, and the idea is that you really don't lose too many of yours because they're coming back, right?
The difference is, I'm going to start losing earlier. So
Yeah.
it's going to be like this interesting numbers game. And I think
Yeah.
turn 4 and 5, especially when you guys see the mission we have picked out,
Yeah.
is going to heat up.
I
It's going to
agree.
get exciting.
Yeah.
So that's the Mortek Guard. I've got 1 squad of 20 of them and 2 squads of 10. Then we have the Riders. These are the Cavalos Riders, Death Riders. These are also battle line for what it's worth, and they are fast. They hit okay. They're kind of your standard cavalry. Yeah, I think they're kind of there for speed.
Yeah,
The rest
same
of the
thing as
army's
my
a little slow.
riders. They're not the star of the show, but they have some utility.
Exactly. Okay, couple of then what we call other units in Sigmar. So I've got the Bone Harvester.
Yeah, he's cool.
This guy is the guy. Okay, what he's going to do is he's going to hang out near all the Mortek Guard. Anytime anything dies within 3 inches of him, a model, we roll. On a 4 up, I get to return a wound to a unit of mine. So what this means is he's going to hang out near a bunch of Mortek Guard, and he's just going to keep bringing half of them back.
Yeah.
Right? Rezzing them. If he gets in and is fighting you, not necessarily something I want to have happen,
Sure.
but if he does and you're dying, then I'm also bringing units.
It's great. He's super cool. And he makes you even more immune to my long-range abilities, right? Because it gives you an extra save. You know, if I'm shooting you, you have like an armor save, and then you have your 6-up ward save,
Right.
and then you get to bring models back with him, and then you get to res models in your next turn.
Yep.
And so it's like between all these layers, not a lot of stuff is dying, right?
Right, that's really the goal, and that's actually, I think, how you have to play Lumineth.
Yeah.
Lumineth, one of the ways anyway.
Yeah.
Last but not least, we have some Necropolis Stalkers.
Yeah, these guys are so cool.
They are super cool. We don't have a clip for them. They're super
Okay.
cool. They're the guys with 4 faces. They're on the cover of the book.
Yeah.
And depending on which face is facing whoever they're fighting, they get a cute little ability. So they've got like a rotating head spinning around.
Okay.
Isn't that... Wait, so okay, hold, sorry. These guys are Neo Tomb Kings, right? They're the
Yeah.
redo of Tomb Kings.
Basically.
Tomb Kings are Egyptian.
Yeah, yeah.
The thing you just described, Hindu.
So,
going on there?
It's you know,
We
it's a mashup.
crossing the streams?
It's a mashup, yeah.
We're crossing the old world. Yeah. Not
All right.
that old world. Our old world.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so I think we did it. That's the whole army.
I think so. Also, I'm fearless. This is going to be interesting.
That's true,
Forgot to
because my
mention
army
this,
is particularly good at making you run, but I guess that's not going to happen here.
No, probably not. Now, one last thing about Bonereapers. If you guys are new to AOS, you know how command points work. These guys were actually sort of like the test book for command points in the previous edition of Sigmar, which I did not play. I don't have command points, technically.
Right.
I have what's called relentless discipline points. For all intents and purposes, they work almost the same.
Yeah.
Except I won't have the same ones that Brian has, like the all-out attack, the all-out defense.
Sure.
I have different ones. I can reuse the same one in a phase, but I can't give any unit more than one.
But for example, I have one of my coolest spells is I make all your abilities cost 1 more command point. But that doesn't work on you.
Interestingly, that won't work. That's so powerful, by the way.
Yeah, it is so powerful.
I think what we have here is like one of those situations that happens in the meta every now and then, where a book is kind of old, and then like the new powerful book.
It's like an interesting counter.
The new powerful book, doesn't quite pick up all of its rules, right?
I know.
And so we'll see what happens.
This is sure to be a really exciting game.
Yeah.
Bridger, why don't we take a look at the Warzone?
In the lonely town of Brackenshire, in an obscure backwater of the realm of Gur, big things are happening. Two legends, near gods in fact, come face to face. Unknown to most, Brackenshire is built on an ancient burial ground which now spurs the forces of death and order to conflict. As magically guided arrows strike never-living armor, they tear at one another, vying for control over this deceptively quaint town. Few know their intent, and fewer still will remember the epic deeds done this day, but they are no less important for it. Who will win this pivotal battle for this magic-infused burial site?
All right, we lost Zach, but no, it's the Brackenshire battle. It's the light versus the dark, and of course, if you've been keeping up with the story of Age of Sigmar, it's been the Realmlords kind of going against death, and so that was kind of the previous story. So it's cool to actually get to play that out here. Bridger, why don't you tell us a little bit about this mission? It's a pretty interesting one.
Oh, it is a cool one. This is the Vice. There are 4 objectives. You want to point those out?
Yeah, so they're dead corner, like pretty strange, like way back in these corners. Here.
Yeah, here's.
And as the game progresses, they're going to move towards the center.
Yeah, so this objective,
converge.
let's say here, is going to pick up and then go to around here. The next one picks up and goes to around there. So almost at the corners of this this city here.
And they'll stay here for turns 2 and 3. And then on turn 4 and 5, there will be only one objective right in the middle.
So it kind of escalates as it goes. It starts off a little slow, and then it becomes a crazy brawl for the middle where everyone has to dump everything in, basically.
Pretty much.
It's a pretty cool mission. For the primary, it's going to be hold 1, hold 2, hold more.
Right, which is really hard to do throughout this game because you can hold 1, hold 2 pretty consistently for those first couple turns. You'll almost never hold more.
Correct.
And then in the last turns, you can't hold 1, hold 2. You can only hold 1. And holding
more.
1 is more, naturally, right?
Yeah, it's interesting.
So it's a pretty strange mission.
Also worth pointing out that in Sigmar, we have what we call grand strategies. These are like secondaries in a way.
Tertiaries.
Tertiaries, we pick one. I'm trying to keep battle line units alive. It's called hold the ranks. And for me, that is my little guys.
Your Mortarch guard.
Who are good at staying alive.
Yeah. And I'm doing the same thing.
And Brian's gonna do the same one.
I have quite a few units. They're pretty durable.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to keep my Sentinels alive all game, things like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I actually had fewer drops than you.
Yep.
And so I'm actually choosing to give you first turn.
Yep.
Oh.
Because there isn't a whole lot I'm trying to do with my first turn. I guess I could try to put my spell portal far out, and I could try to chip a few units. You're just going to heal them all. And I'd rather take a chance at a double turn and do something interesting.
Makes sense.
So,
okay.
So that's going to be me. We're going to take it into the Bonereapers turn 1.
Okay, and like you, I'm actually also not going to do a ton with turn 1. I do need to pick a battle tactic. This is the beginning of the turn tactic.
What's your battle tactic, Zach?
My battle tactic is going to be called Ferocious Advance. It's where we're picking 3 units, running them, and they all need to end up near each other. I like to call it Hold Hands and Run.
Yep.
So we're going to hold hands and run. The 3 guys that are going to hold hands and run, we've got the monster, Arkin, and this Bone Shaper.
Okay.
Because we have a little trick that we're going to try to do to get the bonus point.
Okay.
If all 3 of the units that hold hands and run are monsters, we get an extra point for it.
Right.
We have the Transform spell because of the Season of Gur.
Yeah,
right?
so we're taking, this battle's taking place in the Realm of Gur, which means we all have a spell that allows us to transform a unit into a monster. It gets the monster keyword.
Pick up the monster keyword, and that's it. But that is big because that'll just give me 1 extra point.
It's great.
And this game could come down to that. Now, we have Hero Phase, so we're going to generate some CP.
Yeah.
How many are you going to get?
So I have my general here on the battlefield. So that gives me 2 there.
2. 2 because you're going second,
Yep.
and then 1 for your general.
That's right.
Yep.
So up, and then I'm just going to choose to roll to get an extra one because I don't have
Heroic
anything else
action,
I want to do. So no, I get nothing on that.
And as far as the heroic action goes, I don't have anything to do. The only thing that would be compelling, maybe.
So you can't even generate a command point with your.
I researched that. Maybe somebody in chat has seen an FAQ on that. I dug through the FAQ.
Oh, that's cool.
All week, but I don't even know.
Okay.
No, I like it. You have your normal command point, like your death points or whatever.
Right.
And then you can just on a 4-up get a command point that does nothing. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good system. You should do that so that he can make it cost more.
I could heal, later in the game. I can do the other ones,
Right.
but yeah. So here's how many command points I get. They're not actually command points.
Yeah.
They're relentless discipline. I get 1 for going first.
Yep.
I get 1 per character, so I'm up to 5. Then I get to roll a die for all my units, and on a 6, I'm going to get an additional 1. And so I believe I have 10 units. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And these are
5,
everything that's
6,
not characters or including characters?
10. Everybody.
Oh, nice. So the characters can double generate. That's great.
Yeah.
And it's on every what?
6.
Oh,
So I
okay.
get 2 more.
Nice.
It's way more than I'm ever going to need. This Bonereapers army, by the way, we're borrowing from Shane.
Yeah, it's our friend Shane.
And he was telling me, you're never going to use all your points.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much the case. Okay, so that takes us there. So we've got a little magic to cast now.
Let's do it.
We're going to start off with Transform, I believe it's called.
Yeah, the one where you can become a
This is
monster.
the one where we become a monster.
Okay, what's this cast on?
This is on the...
Either a 4 or a 5.
yeah, that I actually...
I can check. I
Yeah,
have
thank
the
you.
Well, roll
I-
and see if it matters.
Yeah, I'm going to pull up this guy's other spells real quick. So this is the Bone Shaper.
And I'm completely out of deny range with any of my wizards here. You can see it's like you put yourself well beyond 30. You're at like 36 with some of them. So
Yeah. So here we go. I think we're going to get it on a 7.
You got it, yep.
Okay.
So he now counts as a monster. I love
that's
it.
great.
Okay, Ark in the Black is going to start off by casting... let's move to him. He's going to cast Protection of Nagash.
Yeah, just gonna give him the 5-up ward save.
5-up ward save.
Oh!
And not only does that not happen, but we're going to take some mortal wounds here now.
Because you miscast.
Okay, staying consistent. I love it at least.
Okay.
Now your
Triple
death
one.
Give
save.
me a wound marker?
Well, you got to take your death save, Zach.
Oh yeah, death save. There we go. Okay.
Well, it's a great start.
It's a great start. So that puts him down, I think, to 10. We're going to check it if he has 10 or 11. I think he starts with 11.
Yeah.
Next spell he's going to try cast. Let's do Mystic Shield.
Yeah, magic's really going well for you, Zach.
Yeah, well, I did turn into a monster, so I'm into that. Mystic Shield.
Can I ask? Could you now heal yourself? Now that you took that damage, or does that happen at the start of your hero phase, or?
I do believe the heroic action is...
No, his ability to
Nagash's
heal.
ability.
That's just.
Oh, Nagash's ability.
I'm saying, is that just any time?
We can check that.
Oh, okay,
no,
cool.
but I do think it's the start of the hero phase.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll have to check that. Good question. So let's move on to... Mystic Shield. Yeah, let's do Mystic Shield on... I think we're going to do it... You're actually not going to make me roll a lot of saves.
Yeah, well, that's,
Who is casting now?
This is still Arcane.
No, once you miscast, you stop casting.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
You
Thank
lose
you.
focus. This is
Thank you. That's
fantasy
right.
battle.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
That's okay, because we have one more caster. This is the Soul Mason, and he has 2 casts, so he's going to try to do Mystic Shield.
Okay.
And let's put Mystic Shield on the monster.
You have 3 monsters right now.
The real monster.
Arcane?
No, this
Okay.
guy.
I don't know who
Arcane
he's talking
is-
about this one.
Arcane is metaphorically a monster, and
I
also
see.
has the monster keyword.
Yeah.
So also literally.
Literally.
So also
and
literally,
metaphorically, yeah.
but this monster is only literally a monster.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Right, got it.
So that went off, and then the second
Silly
spell.
mistake, Brian.
The second spell is going to
I-
try to cast a Soul Guide. Not sure it's going to matter, but let's go ahead.
That's just miscast again.
He's going to cast on the big 20-man squad.
Okay. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah,
and
that's
it doesn't do a bad
No,
thing
you're fine.
in this game.
No bad.
It's an overcast.
It's an
Yeah.
overcast. I
Take
think
mortal wounds, and
I know, right?
And the
spells
sky
now
gets dark.
undeniable.
Yeah.
I think that's it for my hero face, except for
So what does the spell do that you just did?
You just reroll ones.
All right, yeah.
There probably won't be in combat. So you do have a little bit of teleporting.
Yeah.
So maybe.
I have a little bit, just a little bit.
Okay, the only other thing I think I could do that would be kind of compelling is I could try to cast that again on a 2-up, which he does. So let's cast it on the 10-man squad. There's
Sure.
a 10-man squad and a 20-man squad. Okay,
Okay.
that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
I just have more chances to perils is great.
Yeah, I'm
Or
into it.
miscast.
I'm into it. All right, got my little cheat sheet here. I think that takes us through hero face. So we're gonna do a little moving.
All right.
well, while you're moving, Zach, I know you're probably not going to move very far, but let's get into some of these super chats.
Let's
we
do
did
it.
in our fugue state last night miss 1 super chat.
Okay. Well,
And
that's believable. We were a little exhausted.
That's my bad.
That's okay. Let's do it now.
I'll take the blame on that one. Thank you, Face Day Dreamer. Hey Titans, currently running a 10 heavy intercessor with EBR and heavy EBR.
Okay.
some kind of bolt rifle.
Yeah.
In my Raven Guard, pairing with 2x10 incursors, combat squatted, positive results, looking to expand. What are your thoughts?
Sorry, which chapter did you say it was?
Raven Guard.
It's a Raven Guard, yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Those big blocks can be huge. They do a couple things for you. They're great little firing platforms, and of course, they can just tank on an objective. But if you're looking to add to your Raven Guard, for me, I like to pair a Raven Guard. I like to have. And so I don't know. We just lost video there for a second.
That was wild.
Yeah. So yeah, I really like to play to that advantage. So I like a few things that can go upfield. For me, if I was playing Raven Guard at this moment, I would definitely have a chunky squad of something like Vanguard vets to take advantage of the advance and charge, or even getting them up the board early. Something that Vanguard vets are particularly interesting because even if you try to build a screen early game and protect against them, they can jump over the screens, they can strike at the heart. And it's not about actually doing that. It's not saying, oh, I'm going to always.
Uh-oh.
It's about the idea that Bridger keeps breaking something.
Yeah,
it's about the idea that you can, and it forces people to be really cagey and protective. And I think that's what Raven Guard wants to do. It wants to disrupt your enemy's plans and be a little tricksy. And so for me, that's a good thing. Plus, Raven Guard plus the jump packs with the lightning claws. It's like a very Raven Guard thing. I would probably grab those 30k models that have the really cool like winged jump packs with the claws. I would always probably have a 10-man of those in my army. That would definitely be a thing for me. Bridger, what are you breaking over there?
Well, so we made a new set of scenes.
Some new graphics.
With new overlays.
Okay, and they're all broken?
And Stream Deck, no. Stream Deck, new set of, basically remade everything from scratch this morning.
Okay, that's always smart.
And when it switches between them for any reason at all, it gets unhappy.
Okay.
And some of them the streams might be crossed. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't see anywhere that the streams are crossed.
Well, I'm glad Bridger's on the control deck
I'm on
there.
the case.
So he can be fixing the things that he himself is breaking.
I know, me too. I don't want to have to do that.
Nobody wants to have to deal with that.
I wouldn't know how to do it.
How's your movement phase going?
Pretty good. So I did my hold hands and run. Now, so people might be looking and saying, Morchite Guard only move 4. I spent 2 of my Relentless Discipline points to add 3 to their movement.
Yeah, right.
Then I dropped a movement because they came off this hoodoo.
Right.
So we subtracted it. So they moved to 6.
Okay.
The monster popped on up. These guys all ran. All monsters hanging out here. And then we're going to actually do a little switcheroo here.
All right. Yeah, just a few more models to move there. It's almost done.
Yeah. Boom, boom.
You know, Bridger, while he's just finishing this up, maybe this is a great opportunity to tell people about the Titanathon and what we're doing here this week. And as I mentioned before, we are doing this whole week in support of the channel. And the main thing that we are hoping you can do to support the channel is join Titans Premium. And we actually made a cool new change to Titans Premium. It just took effect late last night, if I'm not mistaken. We added a couple new tiers, and this is in response to some feedback we've had from various members that they were looking for different ways to support the channel, ways to support it a little more, which we really do appreciate. And also we're looking for slightly different benefits. So we have our base membership, $4.99 a month. That's where the vast majority of people subscribe. And we really do appreciate that. And that gives you access to our extra battle report every week. These are some of our most epic battle reports. And of course, these are all voted on by members. So you get to decide what games you want to see. There are these more kind of tight, intimate groups. We can do more experimental stuff. They're a lot of fun. But you also get access to our premium Discord, which is one of the best 40K communities anywhere on the web. And so many great memes, so much great discussion, and such a great group of people. And of course, you get access to our custom badges and emojis and things of that nature. Really fantastic. But if you join at one of our higher tiers, we have our new Primarch tier and Emperor tier, you get a lot of other cool benefits. The Primarchs get access to a few extra behind-the-scenes videos, which we'll do every so often, kind of showing you some of the progress and things going on here at the studio. And then, of course, you're going to get a unique color in Discord, which actually we're just deciding on the color.
We have to pick the color.
We have to pick the color today. So maybe let us know if you have some ideas, members.
Temporarily, for the time being,
Yeah.
it's somewhere between a purple and a green.
Ooh, I like it. It's nice. And of course, we're going to give you discount codes for our merch, so you can roll up to tournaments with us, same, decked out in your favorite emojis and things like that. But if you join at the Emperor tier, these are the people who really want to support the channel the most. And of course, you get everything from the previous tiers, but you also get to come to special meetups that are going to be happening at some of the largest 40K events. So these will be like big team dinners where we get together with all of our Emperors and kind of special guests and have a great time, and really looking forward to doing more of that. But also, we're going to give you a shout out at the end of our games. And one of the things we're most excited about is you get a place on the Wall of Heroes, which is our big wall in our Q&A studio. And we're going to put your name up on there with a kind of Emperor sticker, kind of immortalize you in the studio there. We're really excited about that. So we really do hope you join. And one of the things we're doing to encourage people to join during this period is we've got some cool stretch goals. Now, last year when we did this, we had some amazing stretch goals to create new armies, make new emojis, play specialist games, start to play Age of Sigmar.
Yep.
And we've done all of those things. They were fantastic. Of course, now we have certain stretch goals here that are some of the same kinds of things. We're going to get to do new armies voted on by you, but we've got some unique things like doing collaborations with other channels, or even doing more specialist games that you get to vote on, and making all kinds of new armies. And Bridger, it looks like we actually crossed the first stretch goal.
The first stretch goal.
Sometime last night.
Sometime in the wee hours of the morning.
That's right.
Overwhelming support. A lot of Emperors. I'm really happy.
Yeah, we really appreciate the support. It goes so far. I can't tell you how much we really love it, and it helps us grow the channel. We have so many cool plans coming up for the future, and it helps us a lot. So really excited this goal is unlocked. We're going to get to make 10 new emojis. So members, we're going to actually have you help us vote on some of the ideas. If you don't know, if you haven't seen our emoji, they're all kind of based on different factions, and they're also based on kind of normal emoji types. So we have things like sad Eldars, or puking Tyranids.
Or Gene Stealer 3 thumbs up.
Yeah, 3 thumbs up from the Gene Stealers. They're really, really cool and beautifully designed. And we're going to do a new batch, and so you're going to help us vote on that. So our next stretch goal is actually a new army or an army expansion, which you'll get to vote on. So last time there were armies like Thousand Suns and the Dark Mechanicus that people got to vote for that we did. Now we'll have a whole list of armies that you can vote for, or expansions. For example, the one example I've been giving is something like our Space Wolves. It's all old school Space Wolves. People want us to get the new Primera stuff. That could be something that you vote on. There's lots of things like that. So again, thank you so much. We'll get back to the game, but later at the end of the game, we'll remind you again. We're putting on our best PBS impression.
Love it. I love being part of a PBS pledge drive.
Yeah. Okay, so you did your movement here. Pretty basic.
Pretty basic. And actually, Brian, that's it. Now, there's only one other thing that I just want to say that I'm doing. I don't know if it'll come up next turn. The Stalkers can add 1 to their save in combat. I just need to confirm that they that last beyond that, just in case you shoot them. But even everything you shoot them with is mostly just looking fishing for mortals anyway.
Correct.
So it probably won't happen. If you shoot them and they need a save, we'll say that's there. I don't know if that's going to matter.
Okay, great.
But here is what did happen. And this is actually an interesting first turn because of Metamorphosis, by the way it's called, not Transformation. So these guys held hands and ran. So that gets me my secondary for 2 points at the end of the turn here. And then on top of that, 2 points, I'll get the bonus point for being all monsters. And then I hold 2. I do not hold more.
So 2 primary.
Brian, you have somebody on that back there, though.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's supposed to be out there, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I had him here, and then the hoodoo moved.
At the beginning, I said.
Yeah, no.
You said, no one can ever get more. I said, well, unless someone does something stupid.
Yeah. We had him, and then we were moving the hoodoo, and then it screwed up. Yeah.
I'm going to press this button, and we might disappear, but I need to know if this button works.
Okay, let's press it. We didn't disappear?
I'm into it.
Good work, Bridger.
Brian, all you.
All right, that's great. So at the start of my turn, we're going to pick up another command point.
Yep.
And here I'm the only one playing the command point game over here.
Yep.
And why not? We will try to generate another? No. Okay, so we do have 1 or 2 spells that we might want to do here.
Just a few.
Just a few. And are you in deny range of my big man Teclis? Can you check?
Let's see.
Looks like you.
I think I'm not.
You looks like you might be just an inch or 2 out.
I think I'm
you're
not.
actually a couple inches out. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, great. I'm glad to hear it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go from my Cathler, and we're going to cast the spell portal.
Okay.
Because we need some range up in here. All right. This is cast on a 5, and that is a 4.
But it is a 5.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is eat one of my Aether Quartz from her.
Don't you just have +1?
Do you have army-wide +1 to cast?
Oh, from Techless, you're right. Yeah. So I am in range of Techless, so I will be getting that. That's
Yeah,
right. Thanks
you're
so
good.
much.
Yeah.
I have multiple ways to give myself a +1 on that.
I'm going to wait for a double 1 before I say, hey,
Yeah.
that's not happening.
So I get to put these spell portals out 18, and then one right over here. So one right up next to Techless in this convenient little hole that I made.
Yeah, and now so what these do, if you're new to AOS or you're new to this spell, is probably not going to be a surprise. Techless is going to cast his spells into the mirror, into the portal, and it's going to come out the other portal.
I'm pretty sure I can only cast one through it per turn.
Well, just one.
Just one. But I have a good one.
He has a good one.
I have a tasty one lined up.
We'll see. We'll see how, yeah.
Okay. Well, good job, Cathler. You did good work. So next, let's go to Archmage Techless, and I'm going to cast 4 spells at 10. So Techless automatically, he can choose to cast 1 or 4. Sorry, it's actually
1, 2, or 4.
It's 1, 2, or 4.
Yep.
Yeah, 1, 2, or 4, and I'm going to cast 4, and they all are automatically cast on a power of 10. Now you're not in range to deny, so
yeah,
we're just going to go with that. Now we're going to take. The question is, will you be charging me next turn? And maybe not. So let's just start with. The Searing White Light.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. So each enemy within 18 inches of the spell portal, I'm going to roll for.
I'm going to start taking some of your dice because I'm going to be the one's wrong dice here.
So that's everything except these back two. Okay?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a good one. So here we go. Let's. You want to point to a unit and we'll go for it?
Let's start with the Vortex Guard here in the front.
All right. There's a big 5 up. So D6 mortals. There's 5 mortals.
5. So let's see right away if we can keep anyone.
Let's keep this going.
Keep anyone
It's like, that's only
alive.
4 dice.
There's a couple of 6.
You need one more die.
Why not? There we go. So right away we're gonna pull these 2 dudes.
Brian, did you pick a battle tactic?
Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing he's doing.
Hold hands and
Hold
run?
hands and run.
Yeah.
Who's holding hands? Who's running?
Altharion, Techless, and the Cathler.
Now, technically, so 2 guys are going to die, so we're going to roll here.
Pick it back up on
So I'm going to pull, what I'm going to do here is pull.
So do they have to be within 3 inches?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to
So those 2?
Pull both of these guys. Well, let's see.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, well, they don't have to be within 3.
The unit has to be within 3.
I have to, he does, yeah, so I can return, right, so 2 models die, yeah, right, so now I only get to roll for 1.
Okay, I understood, yeah.
To keep it safe here. So,
Okay. So on a 4 up, this model comes back?
Okay.
All right, so
we're gonna
you only
have
lost 1 out of the 5.
1 out of the 5.
I
There we
mean,
go.
pretty good. And
Pretty
so
good.
tell me why you didn't pull the 2 that were right next to it and then try to keep them all.
If I had rolled double anything, if I'd rolled like not enough, then I'd be outside of 3.
Yeah.
And then you could target them with a bunch of other, maybe in case you had some other stuff.
But doesn't that mean, okay, I'm not sure I understand the logic, but.
So like, let's say,
But what if
let's say
they-
I pulled these 2.
Yeah.
And then I don't bring them back.
Yeah.
Now I'm outside of 3.
Yeah, but if you don't pull them, you're just losing guys anyways.
Yeah, I'm going to lose 1 guy,
Okay.
which I can bring back.
Sure, okay. I assure you your logic does not make sense.
No, I think, all right. Bridger, did you follow that?
I did. I think you should always try to pull the models
You're
you can bring
incorrect.
back.
I am correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should just pull the models you can bring back. Because
Correct.
the other ones you definitely can't bring back.
Correct. You should always take
But
the
if,
chance.
but if I leave, then I won't be able to pull any back.
But if you
for the
don't-
rest of the turn, and then you're going to sentinel me.
No, it
But
doesn't make sense.
it's
Okay.
either lose them and bring them back now, or
Or-
lose them and bring them back later.
Right.
And if you bring them back now, you can also bring them back
Okay.
later.
Our logic
You
is
guys,
strong.
you guys are assuming 4-ups though.
No, we're not.
No,
You're
it's
wrong.
not worth,
Okay,
it's not worth the
all right.
Zach.
Yeah. Okay, so point to the
math.
next unit.
Okay.
We can't have this.
That's okay. Let's do the monster himself.
Let's do the monster. So
Okay.
he's just taking D3.
Yep.
That's a big 3.
Okay. Let's see if he can death save any of them away. Nope. So he's going to take 3. Can I get a 10-sider here?
Yeah, how many does he have?
He actually also doesn't have too many. You want me to count down? In Sigmar, they have this kind of weird
They
thing.
do count the other way.
They like
Yeah.
to count up.
You probably
Evens.
should count up. Just 'cause it's
Evens.
six.
Yeah, let's actually count up. Can I get 2 10-siders? I'm going to do one on Architect.
All right.
One more. Just.
I see.
Yeah. He took 1 and he took 3.
All right.
Okay. Let's do the next squad here.
Of Mortark?
Yeah.
Okay, they're taking D3. That's just 1.
Okay. 6 up. Okay, now he's within 3, so let's see if somebody can come back. Nope.
Okay, so one of them
we're
within
gonna
3
lose the
dies.
dude. Yep.
All right. All right, so far so good.
Okay, let's do Arcan.
Arcan the Black. He's just getting a D3. That's a big 3 for him. That's good.
Oh yeah, he's taking them.
So
he loves to.
he's taken 4.
He loves to get seared, a little searing. Yep. And then let's do the Soul Mason.
Soul Mason. No, I rolled a 1, so I think that's nothing.
Yeah, nothing happens on that one.
And is that it?
There's a Bone Shaper
Oh,
back
Bone
there.
Shaper. Okay. There's a D3, and it's a big 3.
Okay.
And chat, remind me. This is the first time I've used the spell portals. Just remind me if I can only cast 1 through the spell portal per turn. I'm not actually sure.
It is.
It is 1, right?
I can confirm that.
Okay, cool.
Okay, just 2, and I think that's it. I think that's
Okay,
everybody.
listen, you got off easy.
Yeah.
That was fine. Next, what we're gonna do is, I think I'm trying to decide. We're gonna buff up my archers. So we're gonna give them the +1 to hit
Okay.
and the +6 inch range.
Okay.
And so I think that's probably worth it for me. And are you going to be charging me next turn? Nothing is really very fast, right?
Well, I can go 7 and still charge, but depends on how much you're going to be moving, right?
I don't have an incentive to move much, so
You're going to be sitting right on the objective next turn.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So I'm trying to. I have buffing spells, but if you got a double turn, I should probably just be safe instead, because you could go and then end up going again, right? So what I'm going to do is I will put for my 3rd spell, Protection of Teclis.
Okay.
So that's a 5-up ward over here, and then my last one, I'm going to make this front unit right here ethereal, so they're going to ignore rend.
They just happen?
Yeah. So that's my 4 spells from Teclis.
Okay. I mean, you have to roll for them still, right?
No, they
go
just
off
go
on
on a
10s.
10.
Oh, they happen on a 10. You're right.
Yeah.
I apologize. Yep.
Okay, so now we're going to cast Power of Hish. So let's do that from the archers first.
This is giving you extra mortals.
Yes.
Mortals on 5.
So that's the one I cared about.
Yeah.
So we're going to do Power of Hish on this unit here. We got it there. On this unit of Wardens here, we miscast there. So if... yeah, this is interesting. So I might just re-roll that.
These Wardens, Arkin would be in range of to try to deny.
Great.
Just when you get there.
So I'm going to use one of my... I'm going to use my reroll from the tower, I guess. So that's going to fail. And then the last unit over here does go off. So you can try to deny.
Well, that's a
13.
That's a hard one. So no.
Okay.
It was okay.
Valiant effort, Zach.
Yeah, it was okay.
Valiant effort. Okay, so let's get into my movement phase, and we'll just take it from there. So my army, by the way, because they're all touching, they're all Shining Company, which means they're -1 to hit. So I can't run, or I lose that. So I'll just trudge forward just a teeny bit.
Yep.
And I'll get going.
Well, Brian, while you're doing your thing, thank you, Hazard Brewing.
Thanks so much.
Where is all the Chaos love? Captain, Primarch, Emperor. I think there should be equivalent levels for the, quote, good guys, like Chaos Lord, Demon Primarch, God of Chaos.
You're absolutely right. You know, I actually, I almost was like Shazwee,
No.
Shazri.
No.
You know, we do have some Tau love at this channel, but you know, I think we just had to go with the originals. You know.
We are humans, so...
Well, Chaos is
Enough
human.
said.
Chaos human.
No.
Some chaos
Cultists are,
Some
but
is.
most Chaos is not human.
Well, is a Primarch a human?
No.
So then our tiers aren't human. What do you mean?
No, but they're based off the human faction.
But so are Chaos Space Marines.
No, Brian, no.
Bridger, your argument is very flawed.
No, they're...
Chat, back me up here. Bridger's argument, super
like,
flawed.
Space Marine is one step removed from human. Primaris is another step removed. Chaos is like even further removed from human. They like intentionally try to stop being human. They're twisted. They're warped.
I'm pretty sure they're all literally called transhuman.
Well,
Which means
no,
that at
Brian,
some
they don't
point-
have transhuman. So you're wrong. They didn't get that.
They didn't get the transhuman physiology?
because they're too far gone. They're no longer even close to human.
Okay.
I'm pretty confident a lot of my Bone Reapers are still going to be alive. So
I think my archers are going to do a bit of damage, and then that's it. It'll be, you know.
Yeah, what I'm saying is we'll hand cam them next turn. They're still going to be over there.
Yeah, you'll have
Alright.
plenty left.
There's plenty to hand cam.
Thank you, good Doc Watson. First day of my honeymoon, and you guys playing AOS. What a great day. It is a great day.
That's
It is a great
exciting.
day.
It's a good day to have honeymoon and a good day to play AOS.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I'm super excited that people are into AOS.
I'm super excited that he's having a honeymoon.
I'm super excited that he's having a honeymoon and we're playing AOS and he likes AOS.
All right, Zach, you didn't have to one-up me.
Didn't he, though?
Thank you, Sam. Hey, y'all. Any advice for playing Grey Knights into Death Guard with Mortarion? Was my one loss at an RTT yesterday. 2 Grandmaster Dread Knights bounced off Morty after I ignored him first 2 turns. No rerolls, damage reduction 1, and 5-up. Feel no pain makes him feel unkillable. Thanks. Yeah, I mean...
Do I have to hold this at the end of my turn?
Yes.
Okay.
But you can walk off. This is Sigmar.
You can walk off, but I think you first gain control. Let's confirm that. I think you first gain control at the end of your turn. Then you can walk off.
Okay.
Right, okay.
Well, you tell me if that's the case.
So what I would say, Sam, is that this is a very swingy matchup because he turns off your rerolls, but the Grey Knights do have the tools to kill Mortarion in one go. If you're Rapiers and you put all the buffs up to deal a gajillion mortal wounds, if you use the Litany so that 6s to wound are 2 wounds and 2 mortal wounds, and you have the spell for +1 damage, like you can stack all the buffs and try to kill him, but because you have no rerolls, it's a little,
End of turn.
Okay.
risky.
So I'm going to advance with those 3. I'm not really going to roll it. I'm just going to leave them within 3 of one another, which is great. And so I'll get my secondary there. And, okay, so that Mortar Guard squad in the front,
Yeah.
I have an interesting choice because I was able to pull them. My short range shooting is 18, but I was able to get +6 inch range, so now it's 24.
Okay.
So I'm in range to shoot them at 24, or I could start shooting Arcan. And he's already chipped a few damage. And you tell me, next turn you could heal 6 to Arcan?
I could.
That's a lot. So
Actually, I could heal 6 plus D3
wow.
from the heroic action.
So right. So if I don't kill him,
You hold it now. You hold in a deployment. For some reason, in the iOS 3, you hold in deployment. So you can
That's
walk
actually not what the book says, but
off. Well, that's what several people in chat said.
okay.
Might be a different part of the book.
Yeah.
cool. Then I'm doing this.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you gain control at the end of each player turn, and you gain control at the start of the battle. I don't really know. I'm not an AOS buff.
Okay.
Well, I guess it must sort of make sense because Brian and I controlled equal amounts at the end of my turn, we said, so,
Okay.
yeah.
Right, yeah.
Well, then I'm coming up here. Thanks, guys.
He's coming up. Whoa.
Yeah, that is correct. I'm sorry. I blah, blah, blobbed the first sentence.
How dare you, Zach?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I think the Mortec Guard, I've only killed 1 from that squad,
Yeah.
and you could bring 6 back to that squad as well. Arcan,
I can't do 6 everywhere. but
Arcan
yeah.
does have what, 7 wounds left?
He has, yes, 7 wounds left.
Uh-oh.
Can I do 7 wounds to Arcan? And he would, because he's a monster, he's not the minus to hit as a character. Is that right?
Yes, he does not get lookout, sir.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Oh, Brian, don't do this to me. Brian, don't do. Just
I'm
do
not even
anything
going to
else.
try to kill your Arcan.
Do anything
'cause
else.
Even if I did kill your Arcan, I would just feel sad.
Why not?
No, it's mean
no,
to kill your
no.
your opponents.
Zach, let's not go down this road.
Yeah, 2, 4.
I
6,
mean, this is
8.
what Lumineth does.
No, that's okay.
No, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put everything into the Mortec Guard squad in the front.
Okay.
So because I get to use the short range, I have -1 rend, which you ignore, right?
I do ignore.
Cool, but it does mean I hit on +1. So I'm going to be hitting on 2s now,
Okay.
and every 5 and 6 is immortal. So I've got 3 mortals there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to be wounding you on 4s here. That was excellent.
Looks pretty good. Okay, so let's do the mortals first. Those are going to go straight to
Sixes.
right? So let's just see if we get some death saves here. Okay, nope. So
And which models are you pulling?
well, now you don't have any more shooting really, so we will just pull.
I have Techless and I have these little bow guys
Techless
over here.
is Techless in range?
I'll have to double check.
Okay, so we're going to pull these 3 guys for a sec, and then let's see. Oh no! And then let's see if they come back.
No,
Oh, no.
he's not going to be in range. He's on the 18.
Okay, looks like one of them comes back.
How many? Sorry, there was 3 in range,
Or
or there were 2 in range.
There were. You know what? I believe you're right. There are 2 in range.
Okay.
So just 2. So we'll say. Let me re-roll this then.
Yeah, it's fine.
yeah.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, let's re-roll it.
Okay, so do them one at a. Okay.
It could be. There we go. Same thing.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So we're still within 3. Okay.
Well, now you're going to roll the third one again.
Yeah, now,
third dice.
because you still have a guy, he can come back. And you can only
I
use
see,
one
I see.
model.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Here we go.
Okay, so now he's dead.
on. And then how many saves do I owe you?
That pile there.
Okay, cool. So these are going to be 4 ups because I ignore rend.
Right.
Okay, it looks okay. Well, not great. So 5 more die.
And then 6 up deathless saves.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not used to.
It's a lot of saves.
I know, so many saves. No, none. Okay, so that's 5 more.
Okay, I mean, I killed a few.
Yeah, I can't bring all of those guys back, right?
Can't you? How many did I kill?
8 from that squad.
So you can. So I only effectively killed 2.
Well, yeah, I guess so, because that's kind of it for your shooting, huh?
Yeah. So Techless is only 18-inch range. So that's all I'm going to get there. And then my Wind Riders, I think, are only 18 as well. So I don't think I'm going to be.
Wind Riders, you say?
Or Wind Chargers, yeah. So no, they're actually only.
You know, we have a
12.
clip for that, Brian. You want to see Windrunners?
I do. We all want to see the Wind
Yeah?
Riders.
You want to see some Windrunners, Brian? Let's see some Windrunners. Oh,
Oh, Vanguard veterans.
I hit it, because I knew one of
did
you
it?
guys would try to delete it.
Did you really?
well, why did you,
You
hide
hit
it
it?
in such
You
a
hit
way
it?
that I
Did you
didn't
Vanguard
access
veterans?
it?
Nope, I hit it. You guys had to click to see where it's actually hidden.
It's not.
I hope you're
named
proud of yourself.
Windrunners.
Sorry. Nope, it's not a Wind Rider.
Okay, I mean, I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, you might double turn me, so.
Cool.
Well, okay, hold
Yeah.
on. So let's score first.
So cool
Let's
stuff
calm
can
down.
happen here.
Did you do your battle tactic?
Yes, but I
Okay.
did not do it with monsters.
Okay, and primary you got 2 points.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. Now we're ready for a roll off.
Now here's a big roll off.
All right, I'll take the purple dice. No, I'll take the yellow dice.
Okay, I'm gonna do one of our normal ones.
Yellow's kind of like my army color.
You wanna go first? Ties go to me.
Yeah,
Okay, you wanna go first?
sure.
Uh-oh.
So that's
So
automatically
that's
you.
it. So
But
I'm-
roll it.
I'm
You can
gonna
roll it.
No, you got to roll it, Zach.
Okay.
All right.
What did we want the roll to be? Either 1 or 6. Anything other
We
than
wanted
that.
the roll to be a 1.
To just to rub it in. Okay. Obviously, I will take priority. I actually don't really want to get double turned, although
It's actually not the scariest, but
not
I
the
would.
scariest, yeah.
I might make that whole squad go away.
you could wipe them out. So at the start of my turn, I'm going to get all of my relentless command points go away. All your command points go away. I do get my same amount, which is going to be 5, and then I get this is that 20-sided
Is it a
die.
spin down?
Yeah.
So all of them are next to each other? And It's
Yeah.
actually really easy to find every
Yeah, it's
number?
the easiest dice
But
ever.
you just have to first find that it's that type of die. You're like,
Right, yeah.
you're used to taking a d20 and just going random. Well,
Okay.
I am. Here we go. Let's do
Heroic
10.
ability, I'm going to try to gain another command point, and I do.
Okay, here's how many command points I
many.
get. This is 1 for each unit. I'm looking for 6s here.
Nice.
Oh, it was nice.
3, same as last time. Or
Way
that's more than last time,
It's
right?
way more than I'm ever going to need. Now, for my command ability, or heroic action, excuse me,
You gonna heal?
Techless is going to try to heal himself. Not
Techless.
Techless.
So now I
always roll nice and high on
I
these.
am not in deny range?
This is the heroic action.
Oh, heroic action, I see.
So Arkin heals himself, just 1.
All right.
So he goes to having 3 wounds on him. Okay.
Which is the perfect amount, because he heals himself 3, right?
Yep. So let's do that. Who is Arkin going to heal? Well, let's heal himself.
Yeah.
He's good.
So back up to full.
We'll heal the monster.
So monsters back up to full.
Let's start bringing
And then
stuff
those
back.
2 squads, right?
Well, we have a couple wounds on the bone shaper too.
Sure, right.
He's going to do that.
And then you'll bring 3 back to the large squad.
3 back to the large squad.
Oh, you don't even have to roll. You just get it. Brian, can you do me a favor?
Yeah, what do you need?
Take Cathalar and put him within 3 inches of Altharium. Because they all have to be within 3
yeah.
of each other to do your...
Zach told me before the game they specifically didn't need to be.
No, I didn't.
They don't all need to...
I specifically told you they didn't.
I said, do all 3 need to end within 3 inches of each other? And he said no. And I said, oh, so you could string out. And he said,
Oh
yup.
my gosh.
Oh, no.
Oh,
That was literally what he said to me
Sorry,
before the
Brian.
game.
What's
Just
funny
pick
is I
up them
remember you
all.
asking the string out question after I gave my answer. And
right,
then
Brian.
I said
Just-
yes.
just move-
So
there
it
you
was
go.
actually just really poor communication
There we
between
go.
the two.
All right, we did it.
Yeah, I asked Zach before the game, and he specifically told me the wrong thing.
Sorry
Thanks-
about that.
thanks, Zach.
No, I told you the right thing, but then when you asked the follow-up question, I leaned into your wrong, back into the wrong answer.
Okay.
So what I did over here, is bring 3 back from him. I also brought 3 back from the Bone Shaper. So I
Right.
I
So you
brought
just put all 6 back.
6 back. Yeah.
Cool. In the future, what is the range for doing that? Is it like a huge range?
It's
or
like
is it
18
small?
or 24.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a huge range.
Yeah. It's nice.
Honestly, I would have imagined the range for an ability like that is like 3.
3. Yeah.
Like an apothecary range.
His is 3.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Now the other thing we need to do is move the objectives.
Yeah, let's do it.
Also need to pick a battle tactic.
I do need to pick a battle tactic. I'm going to be picking almost definitely Monstrous Takeover.
Which is monster holding an objective.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward.
Pretty straightforward.
Okay.
And then do you get an extra point for doing it with a monster?
No, that'd be cool though.
That would be cool. So it's what?
15 in, 11 up.
Okay.
All right. Well, you guys seem like you got your work cut out.
Yeah, you can take a question.
Thank you, Super Edie. Hey peeps, yesterday a Black Templar touched my butt and I immediately yelled, "By the Emperor!" Leapt forward 3 inches and jumped into my Land Raider Crusader to get away. Could it be I have a devout tush?
Oh my gosh.
Very nice. Very nice.
That is an excellent pun.
I really appreciated it. I can picture how he came up with the devout tush, and then he's like, now I have to figure out a story to work this in. That's definitely how it happened, right?
Well,
he like heard devout push and was like, yes, but devout tush.
All good
Devout
tales.
tush, sure.
Yes.
Let's do some magic.
All right.
Okay?
So no one's in deny range of anybody because that's how it was.
Because we're hiding from each other.
Yeah.
So, just quick question. Have you lost any models?
I have
Yeah.
lost 2 more Tread Guard.
Okay.
Yeah. It's going to be a little bit like that, but I'll lose more and more.
I'm going to keep checking in.
Yeah, check in. Make it a little graphic.
Yeah, you had lost what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You had 18, 19, 20. You'd lost like 20 wounds or something to your army, and now it's down from 20 to 18.
This is its trick.
Which is the cool thing it does.
Surviving is
Yeah.
what this army does.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to try Protection of Nagash again.
All right.
And we're going to Protection of Nagash on his boy, Arkham the Black. Here we go. This time it happens.
All right. Nice. On 6?
Actually, it might be a 7. It's the one I don't. It's the one I don't.
It's
have
the only one you didn't write down?
It's the only one I didn't write down.
Wow. It's
What's this spell?
Protection
It is, let's
of
see.
Nagash.
It is a 6.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so he's good. Okay, so he's got a 5-up Feel No Pain, and he can do that cute
Redeploy.
redeploy.
Yeah.
Okay, back to him. He's got a few more spells he's going to try to cast. I think everything else is out of range, although he can spend one of the CPs to increase the range of his spells
Oh, nice.
by 6. That's 24. I still think we're out, though, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So he will cast, and actually, it's not just him, it's all the wizards around him, too.
Okay.
It's cool.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, so
Good command ability.
we will do instead, he could do Mystic Shield. Yeah, I guess he'll do Mystic Shield. Doesn't really matter who tries it. We'll do Mystic Shield on the monster.
Okay.
It happens.
The monster being the
true,
monster.
literal, only monster.
Okay.
Now, here's the
Except
thing.
for the other.
Except for the other monster.
Definitely
So
still a
Mystic Shield's up,
monster.
and we'll just make sure we forget that when it comes to
Let's
those
do it.
saves. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we're ready to forget Mystic Shield, and then next Bone Shaper.
Wait, can you even get +1 save? Are you allowed?
Why not? And this
Okay.
isn't +1 save. It's reroll once to save, isn't it?
No,
No,
it's
it's
plus
+1
one.
Oh,
save
it's
now.
+1 save. Yeah.
Why wouldn't I be able to get that?
You keep going. Chat will tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Okay. This is out of range. Most of these are out of range. We could do Soul Guide again. I don't think we're going to be doing any shooting or charging, so let's just move on.
Okay. The question is, will I be charging you?
That we should address.
That's a bigger question.
So let's do it.
Unbind his goof portal?
I can unbind his portal. Nagash has one more spell. Let's try to unbind your portal. The casting on that is 7 or 6.
7.
Well, it's not that.
But you have +2, so
I don't
this is
have
Arcane.
Arcane has +2.
Yep.
Is that what chat's saying?
Yep.
Definitely Arcane.
I didn't see that
Arcane's a
anywhere.
mega wizard. I don't know if you know
Actually,
that.
didn't see that anywhere.
That's
Yeah.
like kind of his thing. He's a
All
mega
right.
wizard.
So
Okay.
spell portals, goodbye.
Okay.
For now. I didn't even want them there anyways.
I'd be kind of curious to see where that's coming from, though, because I
I think it's
really
from
didn't see it.
Staff of Wizardry.
Oh, his Staff of Wizardry doesn't say it does that. I'll check it, though. I'll check it later.
I bet it does.
I'll bet it does.
Yeah, I'm
Here.
pretty sure he has the plus
I've
to
played
cast.
Arcane before.
I've
and I
also
remember
played
him
Arcane before.
having pluses to
and
cast.
he had pluses to cast, yeah.
Okay.
Zach will find it.
Here's
On his
here's
own
where it
time.
talks about what
You
he
know, I'm
does.
super not interested in looking at it.
There it is.
Oh, it's +2 to cast, but not to dispel.
Oh, okay.
So,
So I'm going to keep my spell portal? Okay.
I guess.
Thanks.
Oh, I see.
Thanks, chat.
Yep, I miss it. You know why I miss it? Because there isn't an actual +2 in the rule chat.
It's just,
It goes to the damage table.
Yep.
Sometimes when someone's like, check the damage table, you see the
Yeah.
text. That's a serious blah, blah, blah.
Okay. Casting, are you going to give yourself the reroll once? Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do reroll ones on the Soul Mason here.
Let's do it.
He's going to try to put it on.
Got it.
We'll put it on these little
Mortek
guys.
guard.
Yeah, the big
Makes sense.
squad. Lastly, I think that's it. I don't think the the other guy, the Bone Shaper spell is going to work.
All right.
So let's do...
Let's do some movement.
On a 2-up, I can cast that spell again.
Yeah. Who are we going to put it on?
The monster.
Great.
You got it.
All right. So now it's
let's do some movement.
Some movement. Let's see it.
Awesome. Okay.
Alrighty. Well, thank you, Francis. Our path to glory, our path, the glory, our path,
Our path.
the glory has a Lumineth guy. I understand. Okay. There's a Lumineth guy, and they're bonkers. I'm Gitz, and my other buddy's Corn Mortals, so we get slapped about plenty. Lol.
Yeah.
That was a challenge.
Sometimes they're rough, right?
Yeah, that was pretty challenging.
I have a question. Maybe one of you two knows, or maybe chat knows. As an ogre player, I never am trying to dispel more than one spell.
Okay.
If I try to dispel a spell and fail to dispel it,
Yep.
can a future caster try to dispel that spell?
No,
Nope, that's it?
I don't think so. I don't think you get multiple tries at dispelling.
Okay.
At unbinding, Zach,
Okay.
a spell. But, Chad will tell me.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's right or not.
And Arcane does have +2 to unbind and dispel, so
So it is gone.
it is gone, but you might not be allowed to dispel it the turn it came down. You know, we're getting mixed signals from chat. Chat
Let's
might
leave it
not
up for a
know
sec. We'll
AOS
leave it
as
up for a
much
sec.
as we do.
Yeah, I know.
Chat.
This is a 40K channel. We're listening to everybody as if. I feel like I do know the rules, but I'm not super good at the wizard rules. Because I'm used to just...
I know the rules, just not all of the ones that matter.
for this army. It's true. I normally play ogres.
Ogres, and you don't play with caster on your ogres?
No.
Although the caster for ogres is great.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, come on, Zach. Well,
really-
no,
or
I
Bridget's really
remember
into it.
the last time I talked to Zach about this, he said, if you do it again, I'm going to do something bad. I don't remember what the bad thing was.
Was he
but
going to melt your model down or something?
frightening.
I wouldn't do it, but the joke was, so we're clear, that I was going to key your card.
Right.
Which I would never do.
That was the scary
Honestly,
thing.
I don't think he'd notice.
And I thought to myself,
he wouldn't notice.
I actually walked by his card today and I was like, oh my god, looks like it got keyed. I was like, I hope he doesn't think I did that.
it's less about the car keying and more about I don't want to upset Zach so much that he would key my
That he feels he needs to resort to vandalism.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like Zach would have to be pretty upset to do that. And I don't want to upset Zach that much.
Okay.
You do only get one chance.
Okay, that's good to know. I actually was thinking
So he
that
gets one chance, but he succeeded in that chance.
Yes.
because Arkin gets...
Gets +2 to cast and unbind and dispel.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Chad. I appreciate it.
Okay.
I'm working off of
Good talk.
I'm working off of the AOS app, which is actually pretty good. But it has a couple kind of buggy things about it. I don't know if anybody else has used the AOS app.
Yeah.
You
I
get
didn't
all
use the new one. I used
you
the
get all
old
the codexes, which is very cool.
Yeah.
But there's this kind of buggy thing, at least for iPhone, with the damage table where you only see the first two columns.
Oh.
You cannot see anything to the right.
Well, then you can always count as full damage.
So I never saw that with him, and I just didn't register it.
Right, I understand.
And then on the monster, I had to look up his actual number of attacks. He degrades, but you never know.
You wouldn't get to see.
Yeah, so kind of cute. Good app, though. I do love the app. Okay, let me just check, guys, the movement. I think these guys are
So he's going to
9.
do a few more movements.
Gonna do a little
Yeah,
more
you can
take
keep
some
moving,
questions.
Zach. Thank you, Chris. Who would win one goose with the power of Teclis or one
gosh.
goose with the power of Nagash? Ooh.
Well, Teclis.
Well, hear me out. The first battle, the Teclis goose wins, Nagash goose dies, but then comes back as a stronger servant of Nagash. He's more miserable, and therefore more powerful.
Wait, sorry. The goose is Nagash.
No, it's a goose with the power of Nagash,
Oh, I see.
and a goose with the power of Teclis. It's not Teclis versus Nagash.
It is, just they've been
goose form?
transmorphed into gooses.
They've been gooseified.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you think a
it's a
Teclis
polymorph.
goose would be stronger than a Nagash goose?
Yes. Because Teclis as a goose is still the same. Like, Teclis is a puny little body with magic, right? Teclis goose just
So
puts
is
a
Nagash.
goose, he puts a helmet on, and he's still good.
Nagash is-
Nagash is
like
a
a-
giant,
An archlich.
yes, giant, the size of like an apartment building
No, but
lich.
he's just an archlich. Like that.
And
his
what I'm
body
saying is,
means
in the
nothing.
story, he lost badly.
Okay. All right.
So they already wrote this story about the two geese,
I'm on Arcane. side.
They wrote the story about the two geese specifically.
and Teclis goose already won.
No, I think Nagash wins.
You think?
Zach,
Okay.
you're the decider.
So what you think is, if the only thing about the Necroquake that they change is they turn into gooses, and that turns the tide dramatically.
Yes.
All right. Actually, you
they've
know
been
what?
goosified.
How about this? I buy it, and I'll tell you why I buy it.
Okay.
Because I think half of Teclis's power comes from the pride he has in himself.
And his beautiful mortal form.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas I think Nagash is already a bone person and doesn't care that much.
Right. He's miserable all the time.
Yeah, totally.
Being a goose
And so making him more miserable only makes him stronger.
weaponizes his misery.
Totally.
Weaponizes his misery. I love it.
Honestly, and I've never seen like a, you know how there's like skeleton people? A skeleton goose, I feel like
Pretty freaky.
pretty creepy.
I'll bet their skeleton looks wild.
Yeah, I bet it's horrible.
Like, what's really going on in there? you
Yeah.
know?
So okay, I'm giving it to
All
Bone
right.
Nagash.
Nice.
Or
Okay.
Goose Nagash.
This kind of content is what makes this particular episode strong, because certainly the interaction of me beating you up isn't going to be that, or you beating me up, because I'm done again.
No, I'm going
this
to.
is it.
We're getting there.
So this is right
Listen,
now.
in just 2 turns, the objective is going to be right here, and it's going to get
It's
bloody.
going to get serious.
It's going to get bloody.
Up until there, we're working on our type
All right, Zach,
5,
so you
though.
got your battle tactic. You
Battle tactic.
got your 2 primary.
2 primary.
Remind you. Oh, so your battle tactic was holding an objective
Hold
with
with
a
a
monster, which
monster,
is that big
which
monster.
we've
over
got,
there.
yep. I don't get any bonus, so that's it. You're up.
All right. Lumineth,
Okay.
Yeah.
turn 2. Brian, you cannot recast that spell portal because it was unbound this turn. You have to wait till next turn.
So I can't recast it this
Yes.
turn. Wow, I don't like that.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, nothing I can do about that. So I'm going to gain a CP, and I will attempt to gain another CP. Like, what am I doing with these CP people? Hey, chat, tell me some things to do with CP
All out
this turn.
attack?
And what?
All out attack? All out defense?
Yeah. I couldn't all-out attack last turn because I had already had +1 to hit.
Well,
So
I'm sorry,
I
your army is too awesome, Brian. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, you should be.
But
Yeah.
I do know what to
That's
tell
what
you.
Teclis tells himself. Sorry, I'm so awesome.
I know what to tell you, Brian. Pick a battle tactic.
Yeah, so I'm going to do the same thing where I hold with a monster because I already have a monster on the
Wow, you
objective.
guys are just going to copy each other all game, huh?
What's the range of the Searing Light?
Real original.
18?
You can recast it. I'm wrong.
Stop making up
haven't-
rules.
I was a little surprised by that. I was into it.
I
How was
swear.
he going to fight it? That's for sure.
Are you in
people-
deny range of Teclis and the
I
Cathedral?
am actually now. 30 inches I am.
God, I'm getting mixed signals on everything.
Okay.
Yeah, he actually doesn't have any spells, so yeah.
Okay,
Different
Guys,
turn, not a different battle run, but it is a different turn, so you can recast it.
great.
But I don't know how it could be unbound and cast in the same turn, because it would be your...
Maybe if we both had it?
Oh.
There's some stuff like taking control. I know
Yeah.
like Seraphon have some
I don't
tricks
know.
for that, yeah.
Here we are. We are going to cast the spell portal again because I like it and I want it to be a thing that I have.
Okay,
And
go for it.
where'd the other dice go?
But you have plus 1,000 to cast, so you get it.
No.
No. But
Not
we
necessarily.
Need I can deny this.
So that's a 6 to a 7. And here's the thing. I'm going to eat one of my Aether Quartz to give it +1.
Okay, so it's an 8.
Yeah, it's an 8, or I could re-roll. What do you think is? What do you take the risky play, or?
I mean, that's right there, right? That could go either way.
I know, right?
And I'm adding +2 now, apparently, as we've learned.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, you can dispel in the enemy turn. So he could have waited till your turn to unbind it,
Oh, yeah. Okay,
and then
yeah.
you couldn't recast it. That's weird.
I understand.
Good to know,
So,
okay.
So either the reroll or the +1. So because you have the +2, I think the reroll just to push it higher.
So you didn't eat the ether?
I am eating the ether, but it has either ability of a reroll.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
So
Okay.
I'm going to try to push for a higher value. So it's a lower value. So it's
you're at
5, 6 up to a 7.
7.
So it's down by 1.
So I need to roll a 6.
Sure. You got nothing.
Ta-da.
We got it.
In this case, you had a 12.
12. I had
It wouldn't have mattered.
yeah.
How many denies does he have?
3.
He's a mega wizard.
I'm suddenly into him.
Zach, he is a mega wizard. That's his only job.
I goofed. I blah blah blah'd it. I didn't see the +2. I was playing Chris on Friday, almost a similar matchup, and you're just getting every spell off. There's nothing I can do about it.
Okay. So, yeah, look at this guy over here.
Changes the landscape a little.
It kind of does, yeah. So let's decide what else we want to do. So what I'm going to do is with Teclis. So I'm not. Is anyone with an 18 of Teclis? or not at
No,
all?
nobody's 18 of Teclis.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm within 18 of Teclis.
24 though. If you want to bump anything up, you could get these guys.
with a magic crystal.
24. How do I add range?
I thought Teclis could add 6. No.
By eating a crystal?
No.
Okay, I thought that's the way to do it.
Okay, well, why don't you take a question, and I'm just gonna
Yes.
I'm gonna make a decision here.
Alrighty, thank you, Joey. Hey Titans, I'm an avid OBR main. My favorite faction, collect that Bone Tithe, Arcane, Best Mortarch.
Yeah, he's really cool.
Thank you. Oh,
I really agree.
I'm
I actually like Arcane as
I'm
well.
getting into it a little bit. This is I kind of played through 2 games. Well, one with the guy who owns the Lumineth army, and an additional little one, and it was a lot of fun. It's an interesting army. I want to collect it. I want to paint them, but the size of the Mortarch Guard is just a little, like we were discussing before the chat. Everyone's just like a little too small. It's kind of weird.
yeah. They're like 20 years old, but not 20 years old.
But I think it could be a beautiful army to
It's like
paint
a
up.
3-year-old model line that looks like it's 20 years
That
old.
looks very old, yeah. Just with its size.
So here's so I can either just buff everyone up and kind of chill, which is probably what I'm going to do. The other thing is I could teleport closer and then try to go off, but then your whole army just charges Teclis, and it could go badly. So I'm not going to do that. So what I'm going to do with Teclis' spells, I'm going to do Protection of Teclis.
Okay.
If you are interested in Unbinding, that's my best one.
Yeah, I am going to.
So you need to roll a 9.
You did a 10.
Yep.
Yep, so he's casting 4 for 10, and that's not going to do it.
Okay, so my army has the Protection of Teclis. That's great. And then what I'm going to do is the +1, the +6 inch range, and the +1 to hit on the archers again.
Okay.
You have 1 more deny if you're interested.
Arkin has 1 more deny.
That's what I meant. Yeah, Arcan.
Who's cast? Oh, this is all
This
Teclis,
is all
right?
Teclis again.
Well, if you could deny the first one, then.
Yeah. This is adding range.
It's adding +1 to hit is really the trick, which means I get the mortals instead of on 5 up, on 4 up, I believe.
Yeah, let's do it.
9, so it's
So we
denied.
got it.
Okay.
Great.
Great.
+2 coming in clutch.
Yeah, it's
different.
It's obviously great.
It's just better than not having +2.
And then I'm going to put Ethereal again on this unit right here.
Okay.
If you have someone else to deny that. you can go for it.
I do. You have some other casters that I might actually try to. When the archers use like their buff up thing, that's them casting a spell, right?
Yeah, it's a power fish.
Okay. I think I'm actually gonna stop because Teclis is getting a 10. These guys
Yeah.
you have to roll for.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so then they're going to be Ethereal, and that's my third. And my last is, there's no enemies with an 18, so unfortunately I can't do that. And I don't really see a value in teleporting at the moment. So kind of tricky. I don't have a lot of range. Maybe chat, let me know a spell that you think.
Mystic Bolt.
Mystic Bolt
I don't have range on that. So what I'm
Mystic
going to do,
Shield.
I'm just going to do Mystic Shield.
Arcane
probably.
Bolt.
or Arcane Bolt.
Yeah, so Mystic Shield, I'll put it on the Ethereal guys.
Okay.
Okay?
This is from Teclis, so
Yeah.
that happens. Okay. Who
Now,
else?
so now we're going to do Power of Hish. So we're going to do it here. That's going to fail. We'll do it with the Spearmen here.
You're in.
That does succeed. Power of Hish here on these Spearmen here.
Let's try to cancel it because we have 2. Actually, we have more dispels than that. But yeah.
So who else? So those 2 other characters each have what?
2, 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go for it.
So let's try to dispel this. Nope.
Nope.
And then Sentinels.
Now the Sentinels here. And of course, they're getting the +1 to this, so it's a 7 up. So it's a 6 up to a 7.
No pluses here though. So no.
Okay. So the Sentinels do have it. Okay.
Now, Bram, what was that spell that you just cast 100 times?
Power of Hish.
No,
He's
what's
a-
it do?
It takes my, instead of mortal wounding on 6s, it's mortal wounds on 5+. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So it's a very good spell. It's kind of army wide. And so because 5+, I also gave this unit +1 to hit, so now it's 4+ on the archers. Okay, so now we'll get into my moon phase, and we'll see what we want to do here.
Alrighty. Thank you, Vindicatus. Yay, more AOS content. Let's go OBR. Can't wait for the Titan Watch debut. Oh man, Tuesday? It's gonna be a big day.
It's going to be huge.
Big Titan Watch debut. And then for Freeview, it's on Saturday. A week from yesterday. Otherwise known as 6 days from now. And we will stream every day between now and then.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. These wind chargers just coming up at the outside, just kind of staging. In case he wants to get cheeky with that objective, I can come and take it from him.
Alrighty. Thank you, Manadork Paints. Stoked to see AOS again. Game struggled at first, but 3.0 slaps harder than a drunken brawl at an Ivy League sorority party. Keep it up. Let's see some Kharadron Overlords. I mean, my understanding of Kharadron Overlords is that they are very difficult to find matchups for. That their style of play is arguably non-interactive. Similar to the Lumineth. Maybe we should play OBR against the Sky Dwarves.
They would do okay, potentially. The Sky Dwarves also have like some interesting moving mechanics. Now, I will say that Adrian and I played a game. His Overlords versus my Beastclaw Raiders. Brian, that was when you were in town last.
Yeah, right.
That was actually a close game.
It was very close.
So I'm not sure I totally, sorry guys, a little shaky there. I'm not sure entirely I agree with that at all the time, Bridger, but I do think you're right. It looks like it's one of those armies that you have to sort of be like, what will be interesting, and especially for a stream, right? Like,
you don't want these games that are just kind of, oh, it goes well, and all of a sudden everything's dead, you know?
Look at those guys.
That kind of sucks.
yeah, these guys are super cool.
Do they have actual twist top heads? Can you change
That'd
their
be so
faces
cool.
forward?
You probably could like magnetize,
You could
them
magnetize
so
it.
that they could spin.
If I end up getting and doing this army at some point in like calendar year 2022, I'll say right here, I vow I'll magnetize the heads, and we'll spin them around.
Nice.
That
I would be pretty cool. So we have some more information. It's unmodified 5, so +1 to hit doesn't give you more mortals.
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay, it's unmodified? Okay. Yeah, that's thanks
which
for
is
that.
reasonable. And then some interesting strategy around, because I didn't really understand endless spells. They changed between second and third, but not. I didn't really understand them in second either. Anyway, endless spells. So here you go. Start of your turn. Each of you can try to unbind an endless spell.
Yep.
You can even unbind your own endless spell to stop your opponent from unbinding it in your turn so that you can't cast it again. Wild.
Yeah, and you know, when I played Chris the other night, when he was dropping off the armies, we got a game in, and he did that. He kept unbinding his own mirror, and
Yeah, because Teclis auto unbinds one endless spell per turn.
yeah. So it sounds like that's what you just would have done.
You would unbind it in your own turn and then cast it in. Unbind it in your opponent's turn, cast it in your own turn, so that they can't unbind it to stop you from casting.
My hope initially when I saw him do that, I was like, oh, the mirror, that'd be cool if then I can shoot a spell back through it, the portal. But it doesn't work that way.
No,
but that'd be cool, right? Like, why
it's a
not?
one-way portal.
I know. What's up with that?
Well, you know, it's magic, so.
So Brian moving into the middle because that's where the objective's going. Now, Brian, do remember, and it looks like you're okay for it, but the objective's going to stay there, right? One more turn.
For one more turn, yeah. I'm putting the pressure on you. So I moved up. I've got my archers in range. Here, I'll check this up just a little more, actually. Got my archers in range. I've got my spearmen here ready for the charge onto that big Mortek guard, and we're going to see how it goes.
I don't have redeploy, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go into the shooting phase, and we're going to put my archers into that Mortek guard unit.
Okay.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. And we are using the short range profile here, so we're going to be hitting on 2s, mortal wounding on 5s. So let's go. So 3 1s and only 2 5s. So it didn't turn out well. But so far that's good. So 3 mortal wounds and 3 saves.
1 mortal wound, 3 saves.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
No, he had two mortal wounds and 3
not
saves.
3 though.
Yeah.
2 mortal wounds, 3 saves.
Yeah. Okay, Mystic Shield happened, but on the monster.
Yeah.
So let's go. Here we go. Here are my saves.
That's the armor saves. So 2 armor saves.
2 armor saves.
And now you've got 4
6 ups.
deathless saves.
Okay.
Okay.
So
that's
3.
3 of them.
Okay, so we're going to pull. We've got a couple guys here. We'll pull back here. And let's
On 4 ups,
see
they can come
if
back,
they
right?
can come back, yeah.
So only 1 dies.
So we're really just going to pull one dude. I said we'd pull these 3, so this guy's out of here.
Okay. It's pretty good. So here we are. Time for some. Does Teclis have the shooting?
He probably does.
He does?
Yeah.
So let's shoot with Teclis. Unfortunately,
He hits. You hit on a 2.
Yeah. but I think it's, I'm trying to see the rend. I think it's only rend 1, but it's D6 damage.
I think it's actually
So it's not
3.
going to wound on a 2, I'm pretty sure.
It does wound on a 2.
No way.
And it's, I believe, rend 3.
Okay, let me just double check. Yeah, it hits on 2s, wounds on 2. Rend 3, yeah.
Yep. So this is going to wound. So I ignore rend 1.
He ignores the first rend.
I ignore the
rend.
first rend.
Yeah, right.
Sorry. Right, because that doesn't matter. So I do have a 6 here.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Show me how much damage.
It's 6.
Oh, uh-oh. Okay, so here we go. 6 guys, 6 death saves. Okay, we're kind of rolling hot on death saves.
Yeah, so far so good. And
So-
then 4 ups to bring models back.
4 ups to bring dudes back.
So I killed 3.
So you kill 3.
Listen,
That's better than the Sentinels, right?
pretty excellent.
Yeah. You know what we might do within 3? No, I don't think we're close enough to be able to do a increase your charge range.
Yeah, I didn't. I would have had to go super hot for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of charge range, I think I've done all my shooting, so it's time to charge. I didn't measure what it was in advance, but it's not too bad. So it's we're just less than 5 away. So let's charge.
You're in.
Okay. So I am, because I did charge here, I am going to lose my Shining Company.
Ooh.
Now, does the whole army lose it?
No, just this unit.
Just these guys. Oh, that's right. You were saying you got to keep track of it, and it can be.
Yeah.
That seems annoying.
Also annoying is the Wildwood, so move it as you need, Brian, to get guys around. And interestingly, in Sigmar, this Wildwood doesn't affect like your charging or anything like that. It doesn't really
It's just line of sight.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's gone.
It's very, very, very hard to get models out of here when they have pikes.
The Pike Wildwood combo, guys. Watch out.
Okay.
The Pikes in general are just asking to be broken,
Yeah, they're pretty challenging to work with.
but they look so cool.
They do look cool.
Just like a bunch of guys.
No
with
one's going to deny that. I'm just going to stay out of range of your big monster guy, because I don't really want him fighting me.
them. He's not bad.
I just don't want the extra fights. you
Right?
know?
Why bother?
Why
right?
would I give it to you?
Yeah.
All those spears.
Yeah, the spears are pretty tough. Okay, so we'll try it over here. This one is a 9-inch charge with my other unit, and we're going to just try to put the heat on.
Yeah.
There it is.
10. Zach, you're getting in combat early.
Yeah, it's happening. I'm into it.
I'm all spooked. All right, well, while you're moving all your spear guys, thank you, Disciple of Asmodai. Played an RTT with my sisters yesterday. Thoughts on how to deal with Orc Buggies lists? Always glad to see Brian back in the studio. Yeah, buggy lists can be
problem.
really tough to deal with. One balancing factor for them is if you have dense terrain or any source of -1 to hit, they actually suffer a lot. They go from hitting on 4s and 5s to 5s and 6s, and it's very unreliable. So that goes a long way. And if they are not the faction that can fall back and shoot, I believe is Blood Axes? If they're not Blood Axes.
Right.
Then
You can tag them.
Can tag them.
They do fight surprisingly well, though,
Yeah.
so that is something.
So you just try to mitigate their effectiveness. They're very swingy.
Exactly. Yeah.
You buy time.
Okay.
What do you got for me?
Got a few things.
Okay.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack first with this squad here.
Okay.
And I'm going to use one of my command points for all-out attack.
I'm going to use a relentless discipline point to re-roll my saves.
Cool. And then what I'm going to do is I don't need to eat an Ether Quartz yet for the +1 save, so I can do that in a bit. And so then, yeah, that's
All out attack me. Let's do it.
just all-out attack.
Yeah.
So we're going to go with them. Oh, and I'm going to use my Lantern for D3 Mortals.
Okay.
So it's on a 2-up. 2-up, D3 Mortals to you. It's 2 Mortals to the squad.
Okay, let's see. Death saves. No. And then let's see if I can bring some folks back. Just one.
Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So I've got 20 attacks from the Wardens. Going to be hitting here on 2s and 5s or more.
Because they normally hit on 3s, and you're doing +1.
Yeah.
That's a lot of 5s.
That's a lot of mortals.
Jeez.
And then I'm going to be winning here on 4s.
Okay. That's a hot roll.
So take your armor saves.
Okay. So these are going to be re-rollable 4s.
Because, yeah, you're not taking... Oh, actually, I was winning on 3s, but that's fine. So, and you ignore the 1 rend, right, which is great.
Okay, so
Okay,
then
so
let's
two?
do 2 death saves.
And 2 go into this pile of all death saves.
Okay, and then these are all death saves. So here we go.
Oh, you might lose a unit here, Zach.
I think you'll lose a unit. Yeah.
Okay, not good. So we're going to lose, looks like 10. Now, we have to be careful how we do this.
How many of them within 3?
I think only this back row, so I think only 6. So I think
Okay.
I'm just going to throw you 6 dice.
Okay.
So I'm going to lose 4 dudes. Well, you know,
well,
let's
no,
measure.
because you can make the same save.
You can keep making the same save over and over again.
Yeah, you're right. And actually more of them are in.
Okay, great.
It's
So
kind
then
of
just
a
roll them
thing.
all.
So let's roll them all. Okay.
Is this one of the things if the whole unit dies, then you can't roll for it? Is it like a Necrony thing?
Correct.
Okay.
All right, so we're losing,
a lot.
looks like
6?
6 dudes.
All right. So 6 go down. I mean, it wasn't bad.
It's not bad, yeah. These are tough dudes.
And then it's your fight, Zach.
No, it's my fight. I get to activate 2 units.
Ugh,
Yeah,
Brian.
because
Helps.
elves, yeah.
Come on, man. That's not fair. That's just gross.
Okay. I'm just going to pile carefully.
With those giant pikes, what's the range on there?
3 inches.
Yeah, also super.
That's why it's really easy to
that's-
get
yeah. Reasonable.
your models into combat. So we're just going to be careful not to pull his big Bone Daddy monster in. Using our beautiful 3-inch range, we're going to be able to pull that off. Okay. Oh, a wild Brett appeared in the studio.
What up, Brett?
What's up, man? Just going to be careful not to be within 3. Okay. So how many are left in the squad, my friend?
Looks like 7, 6.
6.
7.
I'm going to
7,
use my
7.
lantern on you.
7.
The lantern does go off, and there's another 1.
Okay, so 6 here on the death save. And
There
we're
it is.
Okay.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. I am going to use an Aether Quartz for +1 to hit.
Okay.
And I'm going to use an Aether Quartz. For
So I'm hitting here on 2s.
Plus
Those
one
are actually a lot of 1s, which I kind of deserved after last time.
Looks like an okay amount of mortals here, though.
And then this is 3s to wound, because I charged. Which, wow, was not
Isn't
bad.
that when you are?
I think it's when you are charged, but
Yes.
Oh, is that true?
So it is forced to win. You got it right the first time.
Okay, yeah, did I?
Yeah.
it might be both, but I know it's when you are charged for sure.
If the target unit made a charge move in the same turn, add 1 to when rolls
Correct.
made. Yeah, okay.
If they charge, not
Okay,
if you
okay,
charge.
okay, okay. So yeah,
'Cause you're,
sorry,
like,
I did do it
setting
right.
the
You're
box.
right.
That's okay. So let me,
So
let
3
me throw you
saves.
3 saves. 3, 4 pre-rollables. Okay. Okay. And then here's some 6-ups for you. Okay, so then we're still within 3.
So how many are left in the squad?
6. We've got 5 dice.
Oh, you have it. That's crazy.
And we're going to lose 3 more.
So there's still 2 left in the squad.
So
Still
3 left in the squad.
4 left in the squad.
4.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Sorry, there were 7 in the squad.
There were
not
7 in the
6.
squad.
My apologies.
Okay. That was impressive. The 2 Spearman squads buffed up, and the Sentinels and Techless all kind of getting lucky too. I'm impressed with their durability.
They're durable.
Yeah,
That's like their thing.
no doubt.
But let's see, can they
All right, you got 3
Blind.
fighting me now.
slap?
4 fighting you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's going to be like this for the rest of the game now. 2 attacks each.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, who are we fighting? I guess.
This front squad here.
Do you want to spend any desolation points on anything?
I did already to reroll
Oh,
the saves.
you can't do 2 on the same unit. Got it.
Also, that's the only one they have. Yeah.
No, sorry. Let me. What's the profile here?
The profile is 2 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s, rend 1.
2 attacks, hitting on 3s,
Wounding on
wounding on
4s.
4s.
6 is
rend 1.
explode, just like Necrons.
Okay. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s, and rend 1. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to use one of my command points to use another Aether Quartz on this squad for +1 save.
That's probably okay. Just my only question is they did a command point already in this phase, which was all out attack.
Are you using an Aether Quartz or
I'm using an Aether Quartz.
Okay.
But the CP is not like.
No, I'm not using it from them.
Okay, got it. Okay, so here we go.
But I am targeting them with the ability to use an Aether Quartz.
Typically, you can't have somebody
You
benefit.
can't target something with 2 command abilities.
Yeah,
the same
so I guess I
unit.
couldn't do that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure. Yeah, like.
Definitely, you can't target them with 2 command abilities.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's why I picked them, because I
No, it's
know
good.
you had a CP. Okay, here we go. These guys are going to do 2 attacks.
right.
They're hitting on 3s.
Okay, few miss, but you got one
Few
six.
miss. 6 is going to be, it's just 2 straight hits.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and then here we go. Here we're looking for 4s though. So just 2, -1.
5 up saves. Okay, 2 elves go down.
Do you have protection of Techless?
I don't know if I'm in. Yeah, I might actually.
I think you do.
I do. You're right.
So they come back?
No, they just have 5 up wards.
Oh, okay. Wow. Both these armies are something.
Something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're
fairly
something.
durable. Okay.
They make me feel a certain way.
Well, I would normally be excited for you to fail Battle Shock, but that is
I
not a
can't.
thing.
Yeah.
So, Brian, at the end of your turn, you did your battle tactic.
Monster
Okay.
takeover.
You
Yeah.
get your 2 primaries. And it's time for roll-off. Turn
Yeah.
It's
three.
time for off, and this
So
could be big for you.
A
right?
double turn would be nice here
Yeah.
for me because I would get to finish what I started. Otherwise, you get to bring 6 back to that squad, right?
Yep.
So,
Why don't you go first?
all right. It's not good again.
Okay. So I have to take it, of course. I cannot. Absolutely
you
not.
You should take it.
So it's Bone Reapers, turn 3. Zach, we got a lot of stuff to do here.
Yeah. Now, technically, normally in Gur, we'd remove an objective, but we don't do that in this mission.
Okay.
They're
They're all
primed.
special.
They stay still. The objectives stay where they're at. We've got some decisions to make here. Let's talk about heroic actions. Nothing is actually that compelling to me,
Yeah.
so I'm not going to do one. What are you going to do, Brian?
Command point.
No.
Nope, haven't got one. Okay, so I'm gonna. This goes away. I still have all my characters, so I'm gonna pick up 5. 4 for my characters, 1 for just being here today.
Okay.
And then you still have all 10 of your units.
Still
Still have
literally
10
all
more
units.
So here we go.
Despite my best efforts. Okay,
just
only
one
one this
more.
time.
So you only have
that's
6 points, and you've only spent 1 in a turn ever.
No, I spent way more than 1. Let's do some magic.
Let's see it.
Well, before that, let's choose a battle tactic, Zach.
Let's choose a battle tactic.
So what are the battle tactics left?
Yeah, it gets a little interesting here now.
Grr.
I could kill a battle line, and I think that's probably what I'm going to do.
Do you know what that's called?
It's called it's called Broken Ranks.
Broken Ranks.
Yeah, I think that's got to be my move, and I'm going to pick the guys I've already killed 2 from.
Yeah. They're also the ones that are not ethereal
Okay,
and do
they're-
not have Mystic Shield on them.
So there we go.
The other squad is ethereal with Mystic Shield, so they're going to be a little sticky.
All right. Broken Ranks has been declared. It is
Broken
now
Ranks.
time
Yeah, so we got to kill them. And
wizard.
if we do it with a monster, we get that bonus point.
That's excellent.
Extra cute, right? So
All right.
let's do this. Let's do a little bit of magic.
Do you do the healing first or the magic first?
I think we could do the healing first. I'm actually not sure that the order here matters. No,
Okay.
you're probably right. It's probably beginning. My bad.
I honestly
So-
don't know.
No, I think that's
Let's
true.
heal it
Okay.
up.
So Arkin, look, nobody else has really
There's
been.
only one wounded
You've
unit.
only been really hurting one unit,
Yeah.
right?
So Arkin brings 3 back to that unit,
Bone
and the Bone
Shaper.
Shaper brings another 3 back to the unit.
Yeah, and that's that. Nice and easy. Did you skip the Searing Light this turn?
I was out of range because you denied my spell portal.
Oh, denied the mirror.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Lots of counterplay here.
There's quite a bit.
What an interesting game.
That's it. Yeah, they're well matched.
Man, I can't wait for this wizard phase to be done so that I can do meme of the week.
Meme of the week.
I'm
I'm excited.
been
for that.
jonesing to do meme of the week. Need to get me some memes out, you know?
I'm excited for it.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So
do it.
you brought your 6 back, so the unit's up to what? 10?
The unit is up to 10. Yep.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Wow, it's only half.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Considering what I put into it, it's a lot. I'm actually deeply impressed with.
Let's do a little bit of magic. So Arkin's got some cute spells. We'll see if he can get any off with Techless so close by.
Yeah, Techless unbinds an unlimited number of spells at +1.
Dumbest thing I've
So fun. And he just gets one.
And he gets
just-
one
just-
free auto unbind.
Just happens.
Yeah, one free auto unbind.
So I'm trying to think. Let's talk about which one you definitely want to auto unbind. I've got Protection of Techless. That I'll probably
Protection of Nagash.
Protection of Techless is better though, right?
Yeah, mine is better. Mine's an 18-inch aura.
Protection. I was thinking I could sneak
Yeah.
that. Protection of Nagash. You know what that does.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The question is, am I going for him next turn?
I also have this mortal the mortal wound Curse of the Ages. It's
that's fun.
like
Curse of Years?
Curse of Years. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's like 10 dice. I'm keep rolling.
Yeah.
It's like good for 3 or 4
Yeah.
usually, right? And then here's another interesting one I have over on the Soul Mason. Okay, and let's see if he's within 24. I have this thing called Drain Vitality. It's
Nice.
really compelling against you because what's going to do is it's going to make you re-roll successful hits of 6.
Oh.
So therefore, it can maybe chill your mortal wound thing out a little bit.
That's
right?
cool. Yeah.
So I've got that. That might be the one.
Those are good. Yeah.
Otherwise, I would leave my phone here, and you can see if you can look from the menu and be like, that one looks fun to dispel.
All right. So let's get to casting.
Let's do it. So here we go.
Who are we starting
Arc
with?
in the black here.
Arcan.
Yeah.
So we've got the 3 casts.
He's going to do protection on himself because he's just that kind of guy.
right.
On a, that's an 11.
So I just need
It's
an
a
11
13
myself.
actually.
Okay.
He's +2.
Oh, I rolled
rolled
a
a 9.
9.
Oh, okay.
So you got it.
You got me on that
got
one.
it. Okay, let's do Curse of the Ages.
Okay. What's the range on this one?
You know
Curse
what?
of Years?
Curse of Years. Yeah.
Curse of Years. Curse of the Ages.
That's a famous spell, Zach, from Warhammer Fantasy.
It actually really is.
Can't be getting that one wrong.
The question.
Who are we doing this one from?
Well, I'm going to spend a CP. This is Soul Mason. So I'm going to spend 1 CP, one relentless
one point, yeah.
so that the wizards around here add 6 to their range.
Oh, that's cute.
So he's going to
For
use,
only 1, that's valuable.
It is, and it's a R. It's like a big.
Yeah, it's great.
We're going to use it on.
The archers.
I think it's kind of interesting to use it on the archers.
Sure.
But yeah, let's. Now you know what? Let's use it on the squad that I'm trying to get rid of.
Yeah, I can see you wanting to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's auto tonight.
Okay.
Well, he has to cast it successfully first.
Okay, yeah. Let's auto tonight.
All right.
It makes it's even worse when he makes you roll it. You're
Yeah.
like, roll it. Okay, no. Cool. He's got one more spell. He does have Mystic Shield. I think we'll cast Mystic Shield on the little boys there in battle.
The 10-man squad.
Yeah, I'm kind
Okay.
of tempted to actually put it on the monster. Let's put it on the monster again.
Sure.
We're gonna put it on the monster. Success
Okay.
on a 10.
So Arcane's done?
Excuse me, on
Oh
an
yeah.
8.
Okay.
On an
8. So I fail.
Okay. So Arcane's done. Let's do Drain Vitality. The Soul Mason is going to do Drain Vitality on them.
On the archers, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
No.
That's not going to cut
No,
it.
I'm not going to do it. He's also going to do Soul Guide. This is reroll 1s, which I didn't do last time. We forgot that. But we did remember Mystic Shield. This
On
does
a
happen.
6?
Yep. Nope.
I do deny that.
Okay. And then last we have the Bone Shaper. He's going to use Shard Storm.
Cool.
Or he could do Empowered Nandrite Weapons, which makes me 5s and 6s explode.
Wow.
Let's do let's do Shard Storm.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
On the big squad?
On these guys that we're trying to get rid of.
Oh, you put it on to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heavy 6 is immortal.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. It is successful.
Okay, so I need to roll a 6, so that's not going to do it. And I mean, I have so many ether quartz, so I'll bite one to give +1.
So it did do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So magic
Alright.
phase complete.
All right. Meme of the week. Brr, brr, brr.
Uh-huh.
Meme of the week. Brr, brr,
What's
brr. That was a good one.
Adding
We had some good memes this week. It's been a fun week. A lot of mustache memes. Tried to be a little sparing on those. Yep. That's
Honestly, mustache memes for the right reasons, because it really
Well-
has been the focus of all of our week.
if you
This
say
is
so.
my favorite one.
This is a pretty good one.
This is the best one.
This
It's
is
a
the
good look
best
for you, honestly.
Well, we can
And it's
agree to
not far
disagree.
off from reality.
Now this.
Yeah, the mutton chops.
Zach, you with mutton chops. Come on.
That's a big piece of mutton right there.
That's Meg, we're
That's not
trying.
even the typical mutton right there.
Big
We're
old
trying.
piece of mutton.
We'll convince him. Oh, this is all right. So we have to set up a channel for Meme of the Year, so people can submit for Meme of the
Yeah,
Year.
so tell people about meme of the year and how we're gonna what we're gonna do.
We're gonna make a channel, and you're gonna submit your favorite memes from the past year for Meme of the Year. We're gonna try to avoid duplicates and have some sort of a reaction system. React to vote, perhaps.
Yeah. So we'll put up some finalists,
Yeah.
and you can vote on it. And next Saturday, we're gonna debut a meme of the year, and the winner of the meme of the year, we'll get a little, we'll send a little prize for them.
Oh yeah, we're gonna send them a prize.
Yeah,
Meme of
we'll
the
send
Year.
them something.
Say, I'll let Kirkane know.
From your run, Brian.
Yeah. Who are we running with?
These guys, just to play it safe.
It's a big 6.
Okay, I just want to make sure I have them.
You're taking 1 inch of my 6 inch that I gave you here. I generously gave you a 6 inch move.
I'm not even sure I needed it.
Oh, that's just disrespectful.
Man, Zach with mutton chops.
Can you throw me another run? This is the one I need.
I honestly, 2.
Ah, you jerk.
Good.
Why does Zach not have mutton chops?
I feel like, here's the thing about Zach's mutton chops is he has so much hair that if he had proper mutton chops, you wouldn't even see that they exist.
You wouldn't know.
Like, I could tell you that he has mutton chops and you wouldn't know if he does or doesn't. And the problem with the mutton chops, he'd have to shave the front of his face. That would be the problem. You wouldn't see the chops underneath, but you would see the face in front.
Right.
And you just don't want that.
You don't want that.
No, the beard is part of who he is.
I like that. Thank you.
I feel like Zach's hair
so-
strategy is to cover as much of his face as possible.
Yeah, that's right.
My hair strategy.
Yeah, it's a good tactic.
Brian, what unit is this dude? Is this gentleman in?
He's the leader of the other spearman squad.
These guys.
Yeah, that's where that
Oh.
squad starts.
What a bum.
Yeah, yeah.
You kind of cram jammed yourself there, huh?
It's a bit of a roadblock.
Has happens in AOS.
It's a bit of a roadblock.
Yeah.
Let's take a question.
That's sad.
Yeah, thank you, Baron. If there's an 800-point sorcerer for Lumineth, why didn't OBR bring Nagash? Also, do pen and paper games count as specialist games for Titanathon? Wrath and Glory or AOS Soulbound
You have to be outside of
would
3.
Outside.
make brilliant streams. We've
Yeah, so I think that...
never roleplayed
little-
together.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I think what we'll do is we will put a 40K roleplay game in the list that can be voted on. We're very happy. So the idea about these votes for specialist games is it's whatever all of you want to see. Like, we don't want to put an artificial constraint on it. So the channel is primarily about tabletop games, but we've played Munchkin, 40K Munchkin,
We have.
right?
That was fun.
And it was a lot of fun. We played it last
played
Christmas.
Magic.
We did play Magic, although people weren't very happy about that.
There was a mixed response. to
There was
Magic.
a negative response
Well,
to
there was a
Magic.
negative initial response
Sure.
to Magic.
Sure.
And then an overwhelming positive response.
We were just
later.
having a lot of fun. You know, we like playing games, and so we were happy to do it. We've decided that future Magic games we'll probably put on another channel or something.
Yep.
You know, I think we'll put up quite a few things for vote that we think will fit. Unfortunately, there's so many specialist games, and they're all amazing. We love them all. Like, I'm really excited for Titanicus. We haven't played that. Really excited for Blood Bowl. We haven't done that.
Oh, I have to play Blood Bowl.
Right. I want to see some more
it.
Battlefleet Gothic
Yeah,
up in there.
yeah.
I haven't seen. I want more Necromunda from us, right? Because we've done the whole train set. We've got some factions. So we still haven't played the new Kill Team yet,
That's true.
right?
And they nerfed my Custodes, Brian.
Well, they
I didn't
deserved it.
even get to play the Broken Custodes.
Yeah, well, you got to jump on that while you get the chance.
It's too late.
Thankfully, we are playing Aeronautica, which is a game that we actually all have quite a love for. And one of the things that was kind of holding us back on Aeronautica is we couldn't tell if Games Workshop had abandoned the game.
Right.
Like, they released it almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And then no expansion since. And we were kind of like, is this game, like,
Yeah.
Forge World had tiny little
No,
things.
no, they did have a big one. You know, honestly, I think it's just been like these recent
They
releases come out
expanded
during
new plans.
COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the game's been quiet, though, as compared to what we thought it would be. And we loved the previous Aeronautica, and we were actually skeptical about this new one. And although I'm not going to say it's 100% better than the previous game, it's still a great game. Now that we know that they're supporting the next version, we decided, okay, let's bring this game that we love to you all, because Aeronautica is a great game. But then again, so is Titanicus, and
Yeah.
we haven't really played that. So Titanic is a harder game to follow on stream, though, because there's all these cards and the complicated status of the Titans.
You have like a
So
whole control panel.
you got the whole control panel, which is what makes the game amazing, but it's also what makes it hard to watch.
Hey, Brian, I have a question for you. Do you remember my guy who has the... Oh, he didn't cast it. He cast a different spell. If you don't mind, at the end of the hero phase, this guy on a 2-up can try to cast his spell again.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so
let's
this
do
is
it.
the reroll ones.
2 up.
Okay,
so on a 5.
and we're going to put it onto the larger squad.
We're going to put it onto the squad that's in battle with you.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the one you already attempted it on, I think, didn't you?
No, I actually didn't cast. He only has one cast.
Brian, you didn't even cast the spell yet.
Oh, that's my deny. It's a 6.
That's your deny? Okay, I was going to say, is that your deny or is that my cast? We rolling the other way around. Okay. It's
So you got
like, it's a valid tactic with this army.
so
They have so
BM.
many denies.
I've done that before and felt bad about it, but I just got excited, and it's so BM to roll the deny before the cast.
It's
Well, especially if you roll a really high deny. Like, you roll like a 12, and then they're just like, okay, so I just guess I won't roll
it's
this.
a power move.
It is a power move.
It's a power move. You're,
Well,
you're,
listen,
you're
I'm
making a
Techless here.
statement.
That's
Yeah.
how Techless would do it.
That's a Techless
He would just
statement.
start denying.
Yeah. Okay, we have moved. We do have a little bit of shooting. Isn't that funny?
I'm not laughing.
You're not. Yeah. Well, you will be when you see the shooting because
Okay.
it's just a
Who
little.
are we shooting with?
The monster actually flings a bunch of skulls.
That's cool.
That's very Warhammer.
Very metal.
Okay.
It's extremely Warhammer.
So it's 4. Here's the stat in case you want to do anything. But
Who
I
are we
don't.
shooting at?
I don't think you do. We'll shoot at the unit. We're trying to actually. We shoot you and we're trying to kill.
Right, and you can shoot into combat?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And out of combat.
Yeah, yeah.
If anything goes in AOS.
Yeah,
You
so
can
you
do
you're trying to
anything.
kill. Let's do it.
Yeah. Looking for 4s here. This is
All right,
he's
two
not
hits.
he's not the best shooter. Looking for 3s here. Actually, that was 3s. Did I
Okay.
get a 3? Okay, 1 wound and -1.
All right.
You're good.
I'm good.
Okay, that's it for our shooting.
Amazing.
So-
Funny enough, it was about as much as I killed my shooting.
I know, right? So we're gonna have some charges here. Let's start the Bone Harvester.
Yep. So he's going to charge both squads or just
Well,
the
I don't
one?
have to declare.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You just charge. And in
Okay.
he goes.
So we've got kind of the yeah, so that's the thing. These models are so pokey. It's really, really hard to actually get your models in place.
Just, yeah.
Just moving the spears.
Just,
This is one of those things in Warhammer that they've never really addressed. Like, you know, with their spears out, you technically can't charge them. You can't
Yeah.
get within an inch or whatever. So
I
it's
know.
clearly not intended. You know?
Legion Calavos here. My cavalry dude.
Yep.
He's
in.
He's gonna do this thing, and he's probably gonna eat it next turn.
He's hopefully the guy for you that can do the most work here, right?
Well, really, I want the monster to finish your squad off.
Right, so that you get the extra points.
So yeah, the extra point will be crucial, I think, in this game.
Okay.
Okay. Now I still do get to activate first.
You get 1 activation, then I get 2.
Yeah, love it.
I hate
Okay.
your army.
So the squad that you're trying to fight, I'm going to do all-out defense,
Okay.
and
Who's
then
he-
I'm going to do what you didn't let me do last time, which is Aether Quartz for +1 save.
Okay.
So I'm at +2 save.
Okay. Let's see what this and do you know rend?
Not on that squad. I do on the other squad, though.
Okay. So here we go.
So I'm at a 2-up save with these guys, and that's it. 2-up save.
Who are you activating, Zach?
The Legion.
Liege Cavalos.
Yeah.
Yeah, the character on the horse.
And are you using any bone points?
I'm thinking here because actually, so I do have a couple things. I have impact hits, I believe, with the monster.
All right.
So I might do that. No, they don't have it. He let's see if he has it. Actually, if you guys don't mind, give me 1 sec here. He's got Unstoppable Charge. After it makes a charge move, pick 1 enemy unit. Dice equal to the charge. His charge was a 6.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna roll 6 dice, and each 6, it's like a Mornfang.
Great.
Each 6, they're gonna take a mortal wound.
And this is just a unit within 1 inch?
Yeah,
3 inches?
and then, right, 3 inches,
Right.
or no, within 1 inch, and then for each 6, 1 wound, and
You
then
also
addition,
do your monstrous rampage before.
I do a monstrous rampage, right?
Yeah.
He can also pile in 6, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, sure. So
Yeah, so here we go.
you're going into the squad you're trying to kill.
Yeah, 6.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's who he's touching. So any 6s are mortal. So
5
just
up,
a mortal first.
protection of Teclis. There it is.
It's okay. Monstrous action.
You're gonna roar. You're gonna stomp.
Maybe
you're
I
gonna
will
destroy
roar.
the forest.
Maybe I will roar to actually shut down your
Okay,
all-out
take my CP
defense.
back.
But let's see if I get it. Let's see if I get it because it's only
on
a
3.
3.
There it is.
Roared, okay.
So I'm taking my command point back.
Yes,
so I
please.
only have 3 up saves.
Okay, and I think that's all my charge shenanigans. I don't think the Harvester has anything.
Alrighty.
So this is the
So who
first
we
time I've
fighting
had
with
it in
now?
combat with, to be
So
honest.
is the
with you.
leash?
Yeah, the leash.
Bring
Yep.
the heat.
Let's see it. He's okay. Pull him up here.
liege.
Okay, Sigmar app, love it. Okay, number of attacks. Commander's Blade. Looking for 3s.
Okay.
Looking good. Looking good.
It's
looking
Sigmar
good.
for you.
Looking for 3s again. There we
All
go.
right. Rend.
1.
So I'm up to a 4 up save.
Okay. The Battle Shield, number of attacks, 1. Okay, that's a miss. This is the scary one. This is the animal.
Oh, this is the scary one.
The hooves, teeth, and
the
barbs.
horse is the scary
The horse
one.
is actually-
not the liege. So when it
No,
says
that's-
liege Cavalos, the liege is the horse.
Classic fantasy, Brian.
Yeah.
The horses are the scariest.
Okay.
Well, all right.
This horse hits on 3s,
what?
believe it or not.
He is the liege. The guy on top is not. He's like an.
3 wounds and -1.
And are these 1 damage or 2?
They're just 1.
Oh, well then.
So you're back to 4-ups.
Yeah, this guy's actually not that good.
And then a 5 up protection of Teclis.
There we go. Kill no one. Love it.
Now Brian
love the
activates
elves.
both
Go
his
ahead.
units.
Yeah, I'm gonna activate both my units.
Cool.
So, cool.
Do you get 2 activations every time, or just
Whenever I get to activate,
you activate 2?
I activate 2.
Okay, that's
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
really ridiculous. That's
So, so what I'm gonna do
Oh, I should have gone with the
is,
monster first. Next time. He's scary. Okay.
so I cannot use command abilities on the unit that roared, or they can't use command ability.
They can't be the target of a command ability.
Right. Yeah. So the other squad will all-out attack. So down to 2. And let's fight your big monster.
Did Mystic Shield happen on him? I can't remember. No, you canceled it, I think.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just going to take them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20.
This is Spearman into the monster?
Yeah, on 2s, but we really want the 5s. Okay, it was bad. But, so there's the mortal wounds already.
Okay.
And then on 4, you charged me, so on 3s.
There you go.
And so these are at Rend 2, because you charged me. Oh no, Rend 1, I'm sorry.
Okay, so which I ignore. So here we go. So these are going to be, since I don't have Mystic Shield, these are going to be 4s. Oh, it looks pretty good, actually.
So you're going to kill 3. So let's put those 3 into this pile up here.
These are 6s.
And 6s.
Okay, you could get them here. So, all told, you have done 8 damage, so he's still in the picture.
Because he has 10, right?
Yeah, he's got 10.
All right.
He's pretty wounded.
But I do have many more spearmen left.
Yep.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fight with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into him.
Okay.
And then that's going to leave, how many have you already killed from the other squad?
2.
2. So 5, so it'll leave 3 more
I'm gonna go
into
to-
your Mortech guard.
Okay.
Okay? So 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this squad is hitting on 3s.
Yep.
And they ate an Aether Quartz already, so I can't eat another one because I can't use my command ability. So we've got 4 auto wounds, or mortal wounds, sorry. And then you did charge me as well, so 3s to wound here. All right, so 3 saves.
Okay, let's see these.
There you go. 4 ups. Okay, saves are pretty good.
Takes 1.
So put that into the pile.
6. We need to make pretty much
So you
all
need to make all of these, yeah.
Okay, he's dead.
All right, the monster does go down.
Yeah.
Aww.
Instead of me getting a bonus point, you just got a bonus point.
Oh, bonus
I
point
like
for
it.
Brian.
Yeah.
So I have 3 guys left going into the guard now. And the nice thing, ooh, it's really bad.
Ooh.
One mortal wound, there you go.
And so this is a 6.
6, and there it is.
There it is. But
All
no
right.
more re-resing.
No more re-resing,
I
yeah.
really screwed that up, actually. But we'll see what happens here. These guys could go hot.
So now he really needs this whole squad to go down to the Mortech guard, which actually I don't think he's going to do. I've still got 8 left.
I don't think so either.
So they're going to have to pop off real bad.
Yep. Okay, so when we pile in, we're going to make sure we can move, hop around the foot of the fence. Hop around the fence here.
Yeah, you're fine. Do these guys fight in multiple ranks or no?
No.
No, they're just a 1-inch.
They're just 1 inch. So I think.
But they have smaller bases, right? So you
They
can
do.
kitty corner them.
I think we're just going to get. Oh, this guy's part of. I keep forgetting this guy's part of the squad. He looks like a hero off. So I think 9 is,
Yep.
what we're going to get.
Sounds great.
Okay.
Let's bring the heat. So what, 18 attacks?
Yeah.
And does the leader have an extra attack?
He does. So it's going to be 19. 6s explode.
All right, I'm excited to see this.
We'll see what happens. Could happen. We could do it.
I've got 8
believe.
left.
We gotta believe. Okay.
But I got the protection of Techless. It's gonna be tight.
Okay. Here we go.
You want me to get the die for you? 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Here you go.
18.
All right, hitting on what, 3s?
Hitting on 3s. 19 we're gonna roll for his extra attack.
Okay, so 3s and 4s?
3s and 4s, yeah.
All right, and you want the 6s here?
6s. So only
Literally only
6.
one.
Yeah, lots of 1s though.
Lots of 1s.
But we do re-roll these because we had the soul guide.
Oh, great. Yeah, and I did fail that, right? Yeah.
Yep.
That was the one that I tried to pre-deny?
Yeah. So actually not bad here. Let's see. This
okay.
Did you add 1 in from my
I didn't.
6?
Let's add 1 more in.
Let's add 1 in, and then these ones get re-rolled. So boom, boom, boom. But we're gonna add 1 back in.
Yep. All right. Now we're running on 4s.
Here though, we need 4s, which is the drop. Yeah. Okay. Looks like a lot of 3s.
It's about odds you got.
It's about odds. It's okay.
All right. So,
Ren 1.
So I have 4 up saves.
4 from the ether.
Ether Quartz, yeah.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 going to go down so far, and then protection of Techless, 2 go down.
So just 2. Well, big problem for me now, actually.
That is a
big
big
mess
problem.
up. So,
So now I got
yeah.
a lot of elves in your home right now.
Yep, I think the move probably would have been to attack not with him first, who did nothing, but with the monster first. And now we know. We learned.
I thought you might have charged with both your Mortec Guard squads, kind of come around the edge, just to put everything in.
Yep.
But I definitely understand. Okay, so we do have. I did lose 4, so I'm going to have a battle shock thing. But
you got the CP to auto pass if you want.
I do, and I also have Altharion, which can. He has a command ability to make it kind of cool. Yeah, he could just give them bravery 10, which means I can't fail even on a 6.
Okay.
So cool. I'm going to do that for 1 command point.
Okay.
So I'm down to 1.
All right. Well, I think.
No, they can fail on a 6. I'm so sorry because they did eat 1 Aether Quartz and they weren't next to the Cathler.
Bring this one.
Okay, fine. So
you're
fine.
Okay. So Zach, you get your 2 primary.
But no secondary.
Yeah.
And Brian gets a bonus point.
And I gave him the bonus. The bonus point has been assigned.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go to Lumineth's turn 3, and Brian, you got some stuff to tell me.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to kill a battle line as well. He's got that one squad that's 10 guys.
Copying each other.
10 dudes, that's probably the best I've got. I'm already engaged with all my spearmen, so
Yeah.
I'm probably going to pick them up.
Yeah.
Unless things go very badly for me like they did for you.
Yeah.
So other than that, what we're going to try to do is generate 1 more command point, which I do get, so up to 2. And great, that's
I have
cool.
really nothing compelling on my heroic action. Here's what I'll actually do. I'll give him a heroic willpower to try to block a spell. So I'll give myself
one more deny.
One more deny.
Yeah, so he's a wizard for now.
Yeah, so tell me, Arcane's definitely within 30, right, of Teclis, I imagine?
Let's have a look here. Yeah.
Plenty. So let's just do the spell portal from the Cathler. So
What'd you get?
I got a 6.
And where is that?
Cathler's right here.
Okay, we're going to try to cancel that.
With Arcane?
With Arcane, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty. So let's go with Teclis, and let's just do power, or let's do the Searing White Light. So it's going to hit a bunch of stuff.
Are you going to do the thing where it just is happening?
No, it's on a 10. So
it's still
I'm
on
going to
a
do
10?
4 on 10.
Okay. Searing White Light. Let's see what else you have. Protection from Teclis.
Yes.
What else do I hate? Those are the 2 big ones, really, huh?
Those are my best ones.
Yeah, let's try cancel these. So here's this one. Looks like a no.
Okay.
Looks like you're doing it.
So let's go on to your character, the Liege.
Okay.
So he's going to take D3, and it's 3. So deathless saves. Okay.
Okay.
The Mortec squad that I'm in combat with is going to take 2. So 2 of them go down. And 18 looks like it might just be out for this unit in the back or just in. It's one of those really impossible to tell. No, just out. Okay, so that's it.
Okay.
Cool. Protection of Teclis, so you have 1 more deny if you'd like to go for
I
it.
do have 1 more deny. Let's do it. It's 10.
Yep.
It is
Denied.
11.
Okay, so no protection
That
of
could be
Teclis.
big.
I think it's always big to lose that spell. I think that's definitely the case. So what we're going to do is my last 2 spells with Teclis is I'm going to put Ethereal on those these guys here,
Okay.
and I'm going to give them reroll all hits against your, or I'm going to give the spearmen or the archers reroll all hits against this, or I'm going to reroll all hits against this squad here.
Okay, we'll let that happen.
Okay, so now I'm going to do the power of Hish here from this squad.
Okay.
So that's a fail. So I'm going to eat my Aether Quartz there to reroll.
Ooh.
Okay, so now what? I take D3.
D3 mortals.
D3 guys die. So
Well,
3.
I don't know how it works here, but it is just normally D3 mortals.
Okay, so D3 of my
Yeah.
archers die. That went very, very badly. Okay, here I'll do the power of Fish. Fails.
Oh my gosh.
Here I'll do the power of... Goes off. And the spearmen that are right in combat with you, the little squad, they will get it. So you can try and deny here.
Yeah, let's try to deny. We'll actually try to deny with the Liege. He's currently a wizard. He's denied.
And now my big squad in the back there, they do get it on
Okay,
an 8.
we got another deny
Yep.
here.
So you just need to roll a 9.
Which no.
Okay. So power fish is essentially only on the back squad over there.
So you've got like a super buffed up squad back there.
that one back squad is very, very
They're your
buff.
guys.
Yeah. So so that's basically it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we'll go into the. I don't have any other casting, so I'm just going to go into movement.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Brian, your casting went about as well as my combat.
That's accurate. Am I still in combat with these guys here?
Well, let's see. I tried to pull out, but I might still be in 3. I mean, I pulled away from there. I didn't try to
Okay.
pull out. I think you're still in 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to stay there. The objectives aren't moving yet, are they?
They are not.
Right.
Next turn.
Now, also remember, as I kind of forgot, but I think this was still my move. I did this because I didn't want you to come take it and get more from me.
Understood.
But you also, remember, in Sigmar, you hold this objective now. So you can, you can
I'm
leave
definitely
it,
getting
yeah.
off of it.
Well, alrighty. Thank you, Magnus did nothing wrong. What up, fam?
What up?
Upgraded to Emperor just this morning. Big fan of the new tiers. Still think you need to add a Grandfather Nurgle tier that's $77. Perk is Bridger calls you once a month and says 7.
Well, Bridger kind of calls you 3 times a week and says 7.
Yeah.
If you just turn on YouTube.
Okay. All right. Right. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh my God, pikes.
I mean, I think I could actually like.
Duh.
Let's not guarantee
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Never mind. I'm realizing.
Thank you, Magnus, as always.
Thanks, Magnus. Maybe just Magnus. I'll call Magnus.
Yeah, call Magnus.
How often? Once a month.
Hi.
I can call
Hey.
Magnus every month. I got that.
Bridger's having his own thing over here. I love it.
I am doing my own thing. Yeah. This show's about me, not you. Thank you, Flare Knight, Leviathan Dreadnought ×2, all extras, or Daredeo Pattern Dreadnought ×2 with all extras. I'm building my personal Legion and Chapter, which would be better.
I like the look of the Leviathan a great deal. So if I was adding to my collection, it would always be the Leviathan first. I think the Daredeo is a lot of fun, but the Leviathan is one of my favorite models.
Bodemic Boatface looks ridiculous, and I just don't.
It's a very divisive model. Either you kind of love it or
can't.
hate it.
I just can't the Leviathan loves decals, man. You could do some really
right,
cool stuff
and
with
it's
decals.
it's actually an easy model to make look great.
Yep.
So I'm super into it.
So I think we've decided Leviathan. Not
These
the Dorito.
guys, I don't really know. Like, I'm not really trying to harry you over here. Like, I'm not gonna do any real damage. So I might just advance them. Mm-hmm. So they're gonna go 18. I'm just gonna build a bit of a wall here.
That's kind of what I...
Uh-oh. Thank you, Two Bad Cats. Hey guys, treating myself to Emperor sub after a tough week at work in the Bahamas. Brian, have you met this person?
Is this you super chatting?
Brian, this is like
What's the name?
Two Bad Cats.
So there is one member who is also
Is it Two Bad Cat? I think
lives
it's
in
Two
the
Bad
Bahamas.
Cat.
I haven't met him yet because I've been away every weekend. He's only free to meet on weekends, and we've talked. But I've been away, like here and everything. But I don't know if this is him. But if it's not, then you need to contact me because I'm looking for gaming friends.
And if it
Bahamas.
is,
If it is,
also
then,
contact Brian.
then hello, and I'll be back in a little bit, and we can play.
He goes on to say, hope to get some minis and games down here for Tabletop Titans Tropic Thunder tournament. That would be the TTTTT.
Yeah, that would be a great one. So there's a huge convention center right near my house, and it's stunning. It was just built. It is beautiful. It's at a place called the Bahamar Resort. Mm-hmm. It's one. I keep looking at it, and it's empty, and I'm like, oh, we could put on an event here, but it's one of those places where the convention center is a huge walk from
Right.
the rooms.
Yeah.
And I actually think that would be like the
That's a big
killer part.
deterrent, yeah.
It's like a 15-minute walk through the hotel,
Yeah.
like down an escalator, whatever, and then through the convention center. And a good tournament can't be so far.
Right.
But also, when I was at the Goonhammer tournament earlier, the convention center was a long walk from the hotel there as well. So I didn't enjoy it, but I guess I put up with it.
Here's what we'll do, Brian. Complimentary carts to cart your army around.
Okay,
the
you bring
convention-
all the carts to the Bahamas somehow.
Well,
Bridger, you heard it here first. Bridger, you just find him, he provides you with a cart.
we could use like the luggage, like hotels have those luggage
Why not?
carts. You just
I like
steal all of them.
All right, Bridger's going for it. So listen, here we're gonna go. It's my shooting phase. I've only got, 7 archers left? 2, 4, 6, 7.
Now, did I get the spell off
seven.
that
Sergeant-
makes them reroll 6s, or did I not?
Sergeant
get it?
doesn't
No,
have a
you
bow.
canceled that.
That's right.
So you have 6.
So 6.
That's the spell I think you just canceled, right?
Yeah.
No, you canceled Curse
No, I
of
canceled
the
different one.
Curse of the Years.
You'll have to tell me if you got it off. I thought I denied almost everything, but
Okay.
Here's what's
Chat,
what.
let us know if
I'm going to
he's
shoot that
rerolling
unit
sixes.
that's in combat.
Okay.
And I have the thing on them where they're re-rolling all hits. So no.
No sixes, so we don't need to worry about that then.
Yeah. So I'm just going to re-roll the one miss, and it fails. And 4 wounds. 4 ups on your Mortec.
Okay. So we ignore Ren. Yep. So here we go. Made
1 deathless save. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and your 4-ups are gone, Zach.
My 4. My 4-up return. Yeah, my 4-up
Yeah, that's
return
going
is
to be
gone.
perhaps an issue
Sure.
for you, Zach.
Okay, we're gonna put Techless into you. It hits. It wounds.
Okay.
It's round
so
3.
Then
So
it goes
you
right
don't-
through.
So
Show some damage.
it's a big 3.
Okay, here we go. Deathless, looking for 6.
Okay, 1 more dice.
Ooh.
Alrighty, next what we're gonna put is
Out of 3.
these bows here. They did run, so they're not gonna be able to run and shoot. It seems like this army probably
It
should be able
seems
to.
like you want to check the sheet because
why is there any rule in the game they don't ignore, Brian?
Exactly. It should be AdMech. So
I mean, it kind of is.
kind of. It's not.
like
so-
we all kind of want to check the data sheet to see if they can run and charge.
I know,
Or
we
shoot,
do.
run and shoot.
We do
I'll bet they
definitely
can.
want to do that. So what we're going to do is we ran up Altharion, and he's going to do his 1 shooting phase thing. I pick a unit within 18,
Okay.
and it just takes mortal wounds, basically. So we're gonna pick that squad that I'm trying to kill.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll. That's a 6.
That looks like good.
It's D6 mortal wounds. It's 3. So 3 more to the Mortec guard.
Any 6s?
Nope.
No.
So 3 more
Not
Mortec
one.
guard go down. All right. So we're chipping.
Okay. You should be able to get them.
Still yet to kill the squad. So it's been a lot of work.
I mean, now you're down to 1 squad fighting them, but
yeah.
you should be able to do it.
That is true. So here's what we're going to do. It's the charge phase. We're going to charge Techless into the Liege.
Oh, okay.
My liege.
All right. That's fun. Come on.
This is actually the one thing that Techless is not that good at.
Yeah, well, you say that now.
Yeah.
We're going to charge my squad of spearmen in the back here. Let's see what the closest charge for them is. It's probably here. So it's just outside of a 6. And this one here is a 5. So it's a 5 to get to that squad. And it's
okay.
a 6. I'll just pile into the other squad. So I need the 5.
You got it. You got
That's
you
a
got
lot.
it. You
Big
got it
numbers.
and then some.
I almost made it. Now, this is the only unit that's buffed up. So let's go in with the buffs.
What are their buffs?
They have Ethereal, and they have the Hish power. And I think that's it, honestly.
Cool. Very cool.
If there was another thing, I don't remember it anymore.
Well, thank you, Ethrian Bunker. Happy AOS. I just got to start collecting Seraphon box, minus bases, for 50 on eBay. First AOS for me, and looking fun to paint. Go, Bony Boys, 7.
What army did Ethereum say he got?
Seraphon.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, I love the Seraphon. Great army. Unfortunately, my Light of Altharion has no one to charge because
He advanced, but can he?
he didn't advance.
Oh, he didn't advance.
Techless's base is just too big.
I see.
Probably should have had Altharion going instead of Techless. But, you know, Techless wants to do it.
Also, here's the cool thing about that you did that with Techless is that you actually made a really substantial. Because I'm not going to kill
I'm
him.
blocking.
It's an insane wall now.
Yeah, so that's the thing.
Because actually, not Nagash, but Arkin can kind of hop and do that. He's got
Yeah.
16 inch, he's got fly.
Totally.
Now there's really nowhere for him to go.
Yeah, and I've made it so that there's almost nowhere to land your models, which is tricky.
Yeah.
So, okay, so let's go first with, I get to activate 2. So I'm going to take the 2 spear blobs. So I'm going to start with the small one that's into the 3 remaining Mortec.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spears left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the guy with the sword. So,
But no mortals on these guys.
no mortals on these guys, yeah. So here we go. Here's the sword dude. He hits, and 4 to win. So 2 wins from him.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brian. We will spend a CP to re-roll our 4s here.
A bone
Four
point?
saves.
You're spending a bone point?
yeah.
A bone point.
That's great.
Yeah. We're going to
So-
do it on both of these squads.
Okay, so
we're out of.
you can. The rend isn't really going to matter here for you, so we'll just save it here.
Okay.
So great. I got 3 mortals.
You didn't get that spell though, right?
You automatically have it on 6s.
Okay.
The spell takes it to 5.
I see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so there's one more save for you.
Okay. So these are four pre-rollables.
Yeah.
Ooh, not good.
All right, but you got the reroll. Okay.
Still not
so
that great. Okay.
5 6-up saves.
5
5 deathless saves.
So here we go.
And you need 3 6s here.
Oh, so close.
The squad does go down.
Okay.
So that is my secondary there.
You didn't do it with a monster, Brian, so I'm going to have to deduct.
He got his
Theoretical
monster bonus
point.
though. He did get his monster bonus.
But he didn't get the monster tactic bonus.
That's
Okay.
true.
So for the squad over there that's running at you, I'm going to all-out attack for the 1 command point.
Okay.
And let's just get the
Let's see it.
guys. 2, 4,
Get the job done.
6, 8, 10,
Chop him up.
12, 14, 16, 18,
Poke
and
'em.
the swords. So here we go, hitting on 2s.
A lot of
couple
6s.
5s and 6s for this
5s
squad.
and 6s. Really good.
Sorry.
Oh, it's all gone.
Yeah, exactly. So it actually was
Oh,
pretty
Brian.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then this is on 4s. Okay, so
This
you're
is
ignoring
this
rend.
This is a lot.
So you've got these 3,
Mortals.
4 up re-rollables.
not reroll. Well, this is the other squad.
He's on
both,
both.
both squads have it.
Oh, so when you do that
I
one
can
thing,
do it.
it's the whole army gets it.
No, he can
I
just keep using
I have
it.
to spend.
Oh, I understand, I understand it.
It's pretty much like your right.
Got it.
So re-roll. Okay, so 1.
And you just
that's
add that
adding
1
to this
to this
big
pile.
whole pile. Here we
Yeah.
go.
And these are 6s.
Yeah.
Good night,
Okay.
Zach.
So it's not good.
Good night.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the squad, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Woof.
Elves are good.
The mortals, mortals are great.
The mortals are
obviously.
good, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But now
Okay.
it's me, and I get to go with the liege.
Yeah, the famous liege.
Yeah, he
And his
killed-
rider. The liege and his rider.
Yeah, the liege and the
The
rider.
liege and the rider.
That's right.
Teclis is kind of compelling.
Yeah, let's try and hurt him.
He's got a 4 up, I believe, with his 5 up.
Teclis has a 4-up. Oh, is he a monster? Do I get to do a monster thing?
I think he is a monster.
Yeah, you get to monstrous rampage of
Yeah, what
some
do you wanna
variety.
do?
Sweet.
You wanna stomp? You want to roar? You don't roar.
Roar can't
Roar doesn't
work
do
on you.
anything.
Stomp me.
You
Stomp
could
and
destroy the terrain.
I actually need the terrain.
No, it doesn't remove the terrain.
Oh yeah, it just removes the benefits of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Removes
So I'm
the
gonna
rules
stomp.
of the terrain.
Okay.
So
Show
it
me
goes
how
off,
many.
and one
Just
more.
one. He's not super into stomping, but it does go through.
He
This
doesn't
guy-
look like the stompiest guy, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Oh, he has 3 wounds on him? That's interesting. Okay, well now he's got 4. I hope I was...
Wouldn't you have healed him last turn?
It must have happened...
When he charged.
It must have
It was
happened
on
when I
Zach's
charged.
turn.
Yeah.
Oh,
he
okay,
took
yeah,
the
right.
damage.
You're right, it did.
Yeah.
That's true. That's good. Okay.
Okay, cool. So let's do... I just hope I was counting up on him. I'm pretty sure I was. I've been counting up. So, okay. Into Teclis or into the guard? That's a good question. Actually, at this point, I'm not going to kill Teclis. I could hurt the guard a little bit more. Let's see if we get lucky in the guard. Do they have... talk to me about their defensive situation.
There is nothing buffed up right now, but I could
You could all defense.
I
You could
could-
all defense Teclis, though.
I
so.
could all out defense, and they do have 1 more Aether Quartz. So I could all out defense, and I could +1 a save as well. So, they could
So you
go
could
down
get to a 2 up.
Yep.
You get Teclis up to a 3 up.
Correct.
You know what? Actually, let's attack Teclis.
All right, so all out defense with my last CP.
He can be easy to put some wounds. Although he heals himself up every round, right? Does he?
There's a spell to heal him.
There's a spell. Okay.
Yeah, there's a spell to heal anybody. I can heal anybody.
Here we go. 3s. All right. A little
right.
better. A little better than last
Better
time.
than last time. You didn't get double
3s
one.
again. Okay. So those both go through. Ren 1.
All right, so up to my 4-up saves. Okay, 1 goes
Okay,
through. How much
2
damage is
damage.
that? 2 damage. Well, I don't have protection of Teclis off, so I'm just going to take the 2.
Oh, that's right. That's not there either. Okay. Here's the shield that he's going to smash in your face. He did. On a 4. It does. There's no rend.
Okay.
And then here it is. Here's the big horse.
Here's the leash.
Here's where it gets scary.
Yeah.
Okay. 3s.
Okay.
3s again. Oh no.
Okay. Well, he is just a horse
He
after
is just a
all.
horse. 2 minus 1.
2
you're
saves.
good.
Okay. Yeah, he's not great.
It's time for Teclis to fight.
Yeah, so let's see
Yeah.
what Teclis can do.
I will say though, this is typically not very impressive.
You take that back.
I'm a plus side.
Well,
So-
we'll see.
Here is the Sword of Teclis, 2 attacks on 4s. Two
there you go.
hits.
It's good. He hits more than my
On
guy.
2s.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened to unimpressive, Zach?
Ren 3.
Ren 3.
Yeah.
When he hits, it's good. So this guy is at a 3-up right now. And he, actually, you know what? One thing I did forget about this guy is he ignores the first wound he takes each round,
Okay.
each phase. So he'll have 3, but now go ahead and hurt me. How did he get hurt already? The stun.
I fought him last turn
No, the
and I
stun.
stomped him.
Okay, so he should actually be at 2 now.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
good. Do you think?
So you're up.
No, you have to save.
get
6
6
up
ups.
saves.
6s. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
That was a slick move, right?
There we go.
Pretty good.
So 2d3.
2d3. I didn't mean you're up like do your thing. I mean like you're up, show me some
Look,
damage.
I rolled bad. You only took 2 damage.
2 damage, so
sixes.
saves. No.
Okay. I could have one-shotted you there.
And this is the new phase, so we are same phase. Excuse me. So we're taking
Okay,
this
so now
damage.
6 attacks with the Moon of Bright Talons.
That's
Hang on.
the Griffin.
That's the spirit. Look at that, Yahtzee.
Yeah.
All right, and 3s.
Boy,
Bad at combat.
Ren 2.
he's good. Ran 2. So here we go. So these are 5s. Oh man. just
2,
one.
4, 6, 8 damage.
Wow. Cool. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let's roll these up. Little death saves here. Techless.
You're gonna die.
Yeah, he's dead. All right.
Yeah,
so,
he's
he's dead. Okay.
Wow, Yahtzee for you too.
There we go.
High five.
There we go. It is what it is.
Dying.
Somebody's dying, that's for sure.
Listen, I'm sad to see the liege go and his rider.
Yeah. They were.
Get this dice out of here.
He was a good horse.
I love how proud he was like, Tecla's bad at combat. He's got nothing.
Yeah. Usually he doesn't do great,
Yeah.
but he did pretty good.
He's the
Well,
arc.
you know who's really bad at combat though? That liege.
The liege is
the
awful.
liege is awful.
Honestly.
Yeah,
no,
he-
the rider's terrible.
The
liege
rider
is
is
okay.
completely terrible.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's all our combat.
You gonna double turn me?
Let's roll it.
Double turning me would be bad right here. I might be able to pull in a little.
I've been rolling first
I know.
from now, so you could roll first
Me
this time.
first. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's what I've been
That's
doing.
double turn
So I think
country.
there's the curse of rolling first. Oh, okay, you got
Okay,
it.
wow, that's
size.
big actually.
Okay.
No double turns.
I think that's good because that probably keeps the game interesting for a little
Honestly,
bit longer. Yeah.
at the end of my turn, I did hold more, didn't I?
You do hold no, because this one's not here yet.
No, in that corner, I hold yours.
Oh, you hold mine, yeah. So
it's
you're
3
gonna
primary,
get,
Brian.
a lot. Wow, that was a big swing. That's gonna be hard to come back from.
Yeah,
but
it's
let's
a big
see
swing.
what we can do. There's only one objective now in the middle of the board.
Yeah, so
Turn
all
four.
of these come off.
These are all gone.
And I'll measure out the one in the middle,
Okay.
and you can start the rest of your turn.
Yeah, so I have lost. Oh, I lost quite a few units all of a sudden. So I lost
That was a
one
lethal turn,
character.
for
yeah,
sure.
that was lethal. I lost one character, so I'm going to get 1 plus my 3 characters, so 4, and then I'm going to get to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dice and get command points on the 6. So I'm 4 right here,
Okay.
and let's try to get 6 more.
6 dice. Here you go, my friend.
Okay, 1 more. I'll take it.
And on a 4-up, or you know what? I'm going to Finest Hour.
You gonna find a sour?
On
Oh, in
Techless,
Techless? All
yeah.
right. He needs
Because
it.
you might try to
The
attack him.
liege needed finest hour. That's what he needed.
Yeah.
The liege can't.
The liege does not have a
Oh
Finest
no,
Hour.
the leech
His
could have.
Finest Hour was
You know, the leech
sometime when he
could
was
have.
alive.
I actually should have done that. I forgot.
It was sometime when he was alive.
I was like,
still.
I know there was one heroic action I'm missing that I always use. Okay, let's do a little magic.
Chat,
Yeah.
can you tell me, does Teclis have an Aether Quartz as well? Can he eat Aether Quartz? Chat, let me know.
Brian,
I
you're looking at
actually-
me, and I have no idea.
I'm looking at you because you are the voice of chat, right?
Okay,
You're
yeah.
the proxy for chat in this mortal world here.
They'll
Let me know if he has Aether Quartz, and let me know if he benefits from my Grand Nation and gets 2 Aether Quartz.
you got it, Brian.
Because I know he's a named character, but he doesn't have a Grand Nation. So I imagine he gets my Grand Nation, which means he gets the 2 Aether Quartz.
Okay.
We're getting yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He does. Well, yes, he does have Aether Quartz.
he gets them
Okay,
both.
so then you'll get it. Okay.
Yeah, we know he gets them both.
So he's got +1 to save right now. I
Yeah.
can give him another +2 to save.
yeah.
So
he's-
what I'm trying to
so
say
he's-
is he can be invincible. if I want him
He's
to.
tough. He's a tough guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do here? Let's see. We got to pick a battle strategy. That's a problem.
Yeah, I haven't given you many options right now.
Yeah, and then general your army. I played Chris. I was like, man, like you run out of them pretty quick. Getting into your territory is compelling, but I can't do it. That's one I'm going to have to maybe try to do later.
Can your horses auto advance or auto run 6 and then make it over the line?
I can make them 15. I could get them there.
Will that get the back unit, the back model over? Or what if you charged me? If you charged me,
I could go 15 to get in there, but I have to have 2 units, and I don't think.
Oh, 2 units.
I don't think I have. That.
Yeah, the Mortec guard here would have to probably make a charge and survive.
Yeah, and then we're running out of space here. So,
Yeah.
as far as a secondary to pick, then really not going to happen. But we got to pick one. So I guess we would.
The Cathler is my warlord, by the way. She's a little. She's plausibly killable.
She's maybe killable. It's not. Yeah.
Just trying to give you options here.
Yeah, I could. Bring it down is not going to happen. Broken ranks didn't happen. Mm-hmm. Ferocious advance can't happen. I could try conquer, but I don't think I'm going to get this from you this time.
No, I have a lot on it.
So
I have more models on it than you probably have.
let's
over
see.
there.
We need to try to get points, so we have to do something. So we'll have to try getting in your territory. We'll see if there's some way I can do it. I don't
What's
think
that called?
Do you think that's easier than trying to kill my Cathler? Like, let's say Arcan.
I do. I don't think I can kill her.
Okay. Like between magic and
Magic.
Does anyone else fly, or is that?
I mean,
or is it
Arcan
just
could
him?
get over there and assault her. And
What's Arcan's move?
16.
So he'd have to.
No, he can't
charge
clear.
over,
He can't
'cause
clear
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think
it's not easy.
I don't think it can happen.
It's not easy. He could land here, or no? That he doesn't have 3 inches there either.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I accidentally made a good wall.
You've made a great wall, actually. Yeah.
So Zach, what are you trying to do?
I think I'm just going to have to try to get into Brian's territory.
And so you're going to try to make a charge on
What's
this
that
unit?
called?
It's called Savage Spearhead.
Man, they came up with some silly names for these.
Let me see if
Well, no, that's Warhammer. Warhammer's all about crazy names, isn't it?
But Warhammer's like behind enemy lines.
No, that's-
Line breaker. It's not like.
But then there's other names.
Savage Spearhead, because we're
It
on
is.
Grr.
Warhammer is definitely filled with names like that.
All right. Let's see if we can claw our way back in here a little bit.
You're going to need a big turn.
We're going to need a big turn. So let's do a little bit of magic here. We still have all of our casters, which is fun. Arcan will start off with his Protection of Nagash again.
Okay.
Here's another cute thing we could do. We could go into a combat with you, get hurt, and teleport out and into your territory with somebody.
Oh, like with Archon. Or you could put that on anybody.
You can put that on anybody.
Oh, so yeah, just charge me with like the Mortec.
So I need to actually see who can really
This
get...
is interesting. Okay, well, he's got a bit to think about here. Why don't we take a question?
Yeah, please,
Yeah.
thanks, guys.
Thanks again, Flare Knight. It's the same question. We're still saying Leviathan Dreadnoughts.
The Leviathan is great. I own a Leviathan for my Salamanders and for my Ultramarines and for my Iron Hands. No, I don't have one for my Iron Hands.
I thought you did.
I don't. No, I have Redemptors. And
So we just have 2
we only have the 2,
Telemans?
but
Not Telemon.
not
Leviathan.
Telemon. But
We also have 2 Telemon.
yeah, but it was one of the first models I got when I started collecting Space Marines. So my first 1,000 points of Salamanders was like 400 points of Relic Leviathan Dreadnought. And you can magnetize them, and they have so many different playstyles. You can take them and go for combat. You can do the big storm cannons. When I was Salamanders, I was doing like the 2 cyclonic meltas, which
Yeah.
are cool, you know? And in 8th edition, I was loving the grav flux bombards on them. And they really can fill a ton of different roles, and they look beautiful. They're easy to paint. You know, it's a fun little Forge world to add. Unfortunately, now you do pay CP to add them to your army and things like that, and they're not quite as monsters as they used to be.
Not core,
But they're not core.
G8.
But they're still a lot of fun.
They're still cool.
They're still a lot of
Okay, so let's do some spells. Here's Protection of Nagash, which you can also just cancel.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just auto deny.
Or that could happen.
Okay.
Okay.
You know.
And this is the worst thing. The longer you think about a plan, the more instantly the plan crumbles.
Zach is so sad now. Zach, I'm sorry.
Well, no, it's just like the longer you think about a plan, it's like, okay, I've got this and this and this and this,
Okay.
and then this will happen, and then it's like the first step fails.
Okay, yeah, it is what it is. So that's that. Okay,
don't be
and
sad.
then we're gonna do, it happens, we're gonna do,
Zach, no.
let's do Curse of the, I have Curse of the Ages in my notes.
It's Curse of Years.
Well, in my notes, I wrote Curse of Ages. Oh my God. You gonna cancel Curse of Ages?
I know, I've cast it
You have
first.
to cast.
That's an 11.
Do you pick a target yet?
Not yet.
I mean, I'm gonna pick the Horsies.
Oh, he showed his hand. And it's, you roll a die, how many dice?
I'm gonna roll 10 dice, every 6, I'm gonna do a mortal wound. Then I'm gonna pick up them and roll them again, then every 5 I'm gonna do a mortal wound. You're gonna pick up
okay. So I'll deny it. Why not?
Okay. Yeah, why not? Okay.
Brian's like,
Yeah,
no
why
fun allowed. You can't do anything.
No, yeah, that's how that's what these guys
Come
are
on,
good at.
Brian. Crossier's so cool. Don't deny it.
Let's
At least
see
roll.
here.
Roll your deny, Brian.
A couple other tricks.
He's rolling
What
it.
would have been my deny?
He didn't deny it. Do it, Zach. Do it.
No, let's
Perseverance.
do, that's that one. Let's do Mystic Shield from him. Okay, that happens.
All right, I'll deny. I deny
You
it.
deny. Okay, there's actually a lot of denying going on in this.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting in some ways. Okay.
This is it's kind of interesting. It sounds like
Yeah.
so passive aggressive this guy is.
The Bone Shaper.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
That's how I would describe that.
Interesting.
Okay, let's do the Soul Mason. He actually has two casts. He's gonna try Drain Vitality.
Okay.
He's gonna Drain Vitality.
This is the reroll sixes.
Makes you reroll
successful.
6s to hit.
Okay.
He's gonna try to Drain Vitality on them.
On this spearman unit? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, shucks.
That's interesting.
It's interesting.
Interesting.
In some ways.
Yeah.
In some ways, it's
ways.
compelling.
You might call it interesting.
Soul Guide. Here's my boy.
That's going to become Zach's catchphrase.
Soul
Zach, like, yeah, interesting.
Oh, and by the way, I had to spend a CP for that range. Soul Guide. Here we go. This is reroll ones. Okay, that does happen on a.
Yeah,
there we
you got
go.
it,
Cool.
you got it.
Okay, so by the way, I need to say who I'm putting that on before I do it.
Do you though?
I guess not, but
No.
it's going to go on these guys.
The horse?
Yeah.
The Death Riders?
Death Riders.
All right.
Okay, now Bone Shaper is going to try to do a little. He might try to empower Natadrite weapons. That's kind of compelling.
That sounds great. I'm
Yeah.
into that. Let's
Here
see
we
it.
go. 6. All right. Ooh.
That's a good cast right
That's a
there.
big one. Can you get it? Nope.
No.
It was a good
Okay.
attempt.
And that's one of these guys. Again, I
So
should have
this is
done
on the
that.
Mortek guard over here.
Yeah, so
This
now
one's on
the fives and sixes will
5s and 6s to explode. Yep.
Explode. Yep. Okay, and then that's it for him. Cool. Okay.
Time for some movement.
Time for some movement.
Is there anyone left to heal?
There's one thing left.
Or any wounds to
No.
go back? Okay.
No, you did it. You like.
I got it.
you
I got it right.
proficiency, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do though is on a 2-up, he's gonna
His spell again.
try to cast a spell again. So he does.
Alrighty. And does it cast?
He's gonna cast it on them.
Okay.
It does.
I
happen.
can deny that on a double 6 myself. Oh,
It's
it's
kinda
close.
good.
Good.
Okay. So these guys are exploding on 5s and 6s and rerolling
And rolling
ones.
ones. They actually could put some hurt in. It's
Yeah.
a 10-man squad.
We're gonna
Yeah.
do a little movement.
All right, let's take a question.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Thank you, Brad. Go Elves. I'm building a Rewriter list myself, which I'm excited for. Just have to finish my Raven Guard first, and my sisters.
Okay, yeah. That's
and
kind of
my
how I
town.
feel too. I have what looks like my closet, looks like a Games Workshop store with the number of unopened Realmlords kits I have. I also have a lot of GW kits for my World Eaters in there too. So it's a ton. My backlog's pretty big right now, just with these 2 armies alone. So I know how you feel. It's a cool army, and it's an army that's really detailed, and this is an army where you really want to put the love in. And you actually, if you go this kind of build where you have archers and spearmen, it's actually quite a few models. It's not as many as some armies, but there's still quite a few. So you can definitely take your time. I bought a lot of the new swordmen, which I know people aren't so hot on them. But I grew up playing the Swordmasters and playing like a really white tower elf army. And so I really wanted to lean into that. And I got the new bolt throwers, the ballistas. And so they're pretty elite. So this army should be pretty easy to quick to paint. The Blade Lords, though, man, I wish they're pretty cool, but they don't get enough love. Because I guess the thing is, they do less damage than the Spearmen, which doesn't really make sense. It's like, this is my dedicated. They just kind of wrote the rules with the Spearmen to kind of give them everything. They're really durable. Their attacks are bananas. Because of their 3 inches, they get all the range. They can take the hit and fight back. So they're really a fantastic unit. They just kind of have it all.
That's a classic G-Dub.
It's classic G-Dub, yeah. Pile all the buffs on one thing. But I'm going to be excited for the Blade Lords when I get them done.
Alrighty, thank you again, Ethrian. Sylvaneth, not Seraphon. Anyways, any tips for starting AOS? 7.
Okay, so Sylvaneth, that's an army that I already have some of and I've collected for a long time. You've been thinking about starting a Sylvaneth, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm.
You're trying to cool off because you have so many armies.
As we recalibrate and just figure out, I have Daughters of Cain on the bench. Can I put a horse on top of a fence?
I'm on the fence about it.
I'm so good, so good. That is really good, actually. I'm into it. Let's say no, and let's see what I can do instead.
Sylvaneth is a really, really cool army. I grew up with the Wood Elves, and I love the mixture of the two. I loved having my Dryads and Tree Men, but also with my Way Watchers and my classic Glade Guard and things like that.
Your deer riding elves.
Yeah, and so I love the mixture. I still like Sylvaneth, but I like the mixture of the elves a lot more. So that's the one thing that kind of holds me back from collecting that, is I kind of want both of those. And now that we're starting to see previews of what the Wood Elves might be, where they had them for that Silver Tower game or whatever it is. Is that what it is?
No.
Well, what's the game that they previewed like the Centaur models for?
You talking about the Hex-based game?
Yeah. What's that one?
That is called...
Whatever it's called. They're showing that off, so I'm more interested in that army, the like Wood Elf successors.
I don't remember what that's called.
Yeah.
I remember
we have a bunch of them unopened here, whatever that game is.
It had a name that was like ubiquitous, but that was just what they named the first expansion.
Right.
And then it turned out that the subtitle was actually the name of the
real
whole
game. Yeah. It's confusing. They tried to make that to be their real tournament game.
Yeah,
and it just didn't really materialize. Although they put a lot of support into it. They're always releasing new cards, new packs, new models.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how big the community is for that game, really.
I don't think it's that big.
Okay, so you've got the Riders who can easily make a charge. The Mortarch are a lot harder. Are you thinking of maybe auto-advancing him to get him over the line?
Underworlds.
Underworlds, yeah.
Well,
Warhammer
unfortunately, I had to pick the units.
There was like Shadespire, which was what everyone thought it was
Right,
called.
everybody thought it was Shadespire.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I had to pick the units.
Oh, in advance.
Yeah.
You had to pick it at the very start of the turn,
When
and
you
you
choose
didn't
the
know if you were
battle
going to get your
tactic.
spell off.
Correct.
Yep.
I see.
Yep.
So who did you pick?
The Mortech. So the Mortech will have to make a bit of a charge back here, right?
Wow, that's
It's
good.
not as crazy as you think. It's probably only like a 10 or a 9.
You can measure it. It's either 10 or 9, like you're saying.
It's actually, there's a guy there. It's actually an 8. So it's not crazy with a reroll. Do you get to reroll?
No.
Oh, so yeah.
Run.
Because he doesn't have...
He doesn't have command points, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That's
No.
tricky.
Cool,
tricky,
right?
tricky.
It's interesting. It's
interesting.
It's interesting.
It's interesting.
I'm going to toss a run here on him. He's moving a big 5. These guys, not super fast.
I'm looking, I only have 5 dead models. You noticing that?
On the game, I tied on the owner of this army, Chris.
Yeah,
So
so
again, super big thank you.
You played this game like 3-4 days ago,
Yeah, I tied him and I killed 2 models.
and it was literally these two
Yeah.
armies, but
He held-
it was a tie game.
He held back, I think, too much. You
Oh.
kind of came forward right away.
So I was talking to Zach before the game, and I was like, "Hey Zach, I think my army looks a little stronger than yours." And then he was like, "Nah, I played this game. It was a tie." And I was like, "Maybe you know something I don't
But
know."
you know the big thing that happens with like really strong armies, and I think in all game systems, is that I do believe that mistakes are harder for me to bounce back than they are for you. So the monster is a big mistake.
Well, I have lots of tools,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah,
so I
yeah.
don't need any one of them. You have a couple linchpins, right?
Right. So
Like if you were to lose Arcan or you lose
the
your
monster is actually, that was just not a great move. I probably shouldn't even put him in combat.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm not going to fight.
He's really
first
just a
with him,
buff
right?
dude. Keep
Yeah.
him in the back, yeah.
Yeah. And then, you still forget how good that your guys actually are in close combat.
They're amazing.
They're very good in
They're some of the best.
So we don't have any shooting, so this is kind of it. So
You just gotta make these
we have
charges.
some important charges here.
Okay, so you have like a 2-inch charge or a 3-inch charge here, I guess, is legally the way it
Well,
works. With the horses first.
Yeah, we're not gonna do the horses first.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That's the wrong choice, but okay.
Well-
Zach, what else are you charging
You said
spinning
these
heads?
guys are an 8?
Yes, they're an 8.
We'll do the horses first.
Yeah, because the horses do have to get out of the way of your guys.
The horses need a.
Yeah.
Okay, here we
So
go.
you want a decent charge with these guys if you can.
Yep. Here we go.
7.
Okay, so that's not great.
It's not great, but it's workable. You just need to leave a gap for one of your models to get through.
Okay.
Well, Megan thinks I should track errors like in MLB. I should track when
Numbers do not go that high.
when you goof. But then I would have to track my own goofs.
Yeah. The thing is,
That would be tough.
the thing is that in Warhammer, no matter who the players are, there's a number of errors in a Warhammer game. This is why we complain that Warhammer is not a competitive game truly, because it's a very imprecise game, right?
Yeah.
Even tracking errors in Warhammer assumes that you could always detect them, which you
Yeah.
cannot.
Yeah.
And so that's the challenge with any Warhammer game. They're very, very, very imprecise, and mistakes are bound to happen. You know, and you almost have to, if you're trying to play where you can make no mistakes, it takes almost all the fun out of the game because the amount of particular precision and slowness and whatever take forever. If you just want to play at a good pace, you can minimize the mistakes, but you can't. You can almost never take them down to zero.
And there are certain things like we were talking yesterday. Like we've all played the guy that really wants to check your inches all the time.
Sure, it's a bit exhausting.
It's exhausting.
Yeah,
like you can be abusive about it. You can be like, I've got to.
Yeah.
We all do this thing like right here. I'm going to roll 12, right?
Yeah.
When I roll 12 on my charge, I'm going to do that thing we all do, where 12 means go anywhere on the board.
Yeah.
Like I'm putting the tape measure down. We're going to go. Oh, we got plenty of room. They're going to be over here. They're going to be like right.
You just get excited, but you deserve it.
You deserve it, right?
You deserve it.
Here's a big roll. Okay.
So he needs an 8.
And I think 8's generous. I think honestly it's a 9, but
you should roll a 12 so you can put them anywhere on the board.
But it's a 5 again.
Interesting. That's interesting. In some ways.
In some ways, I think that was more
interesting.
More interesting. Now, 5 does get me into these guys, though, which is nice. So that's part of.
At least, they're buffed up. They'll get to fight somebody.
Yeah.
They're all dressed up. They want somewhere to go. You know what I mean?
They want somewhere to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's big. We lost 2 rounds of secondary in a row. It's going to be hard to come back from that. But it's okay.
But yeah, you're right. In some ways, it makes it more interesting. You really got to claw it back.
I think so, right?
How's chat doing?
They've been having a good time. They're just talking about AOS all the time.
AOS is great. I'm loving this game.
People have such opinions about AOS, and it's like.
Well, if their opinions are that it's awesome, then they're correct.
I think largely that is the opinion.
It is great. It is great. It's it's got flaws as a game, but it has almost 0 flaws as a hobby.
Oh, that's a great statement, Brian.
Well, here's a flaw as a hobby, Brian.
Okay.
Mortek guard, too small.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Mortek guard, yeah.
They
so
were
we
dwarves.
were talking about this
They
whole
were
army.
dwarves. You have to
whole army,
believe they were dwarves.
Yeah.
Then
Or you know what it is? When they started building
them.
them out of bone, they realized they could economize on bone.
They just cut down on the number of bones.
Yeah.
It's just an angry little dude.
Yeah,
slashing.
they're just like, listen, they still kill as well when they're like 2 feet shorter than they should be.
Yeah.
But like my elves are considerably
larger,
bigger, which elves are supposed to be tall, but not necessarily like imposing.
Right.
Compared to like a thick bone monster. So you did charge with the multi-faced guys.
Which might actually be a bad idea, but
I don't see how.
What?
well,
Why?
the reason it's a bad idea is because I have to
surface
pick
area.
somebody to go first, and I've really put a cluster of
I think you got to go all in
here. I just need the movement at this point.
Yeah,
honestly,
you got
more than
to put the work in.
So I actually.
So who are we fighting with first?
I actually kind of like the idea of maybe going with the Mortek guard first.
Sure. You think they'll do more work against my wind riders or wind chargers?
Wind Runners? You want me to play that clip?
Yeah. You don't know where it is.
Hurricane wind chargers.
Yeah,
They've got 5 up saves. They've got 2 wounds, and they're gonna die.
Yeah,
Now, if you don't fight them first, remember they can run away.
I know. So I do need to hit them and mess them up a little bit here.
Yeah. Because they would very happily run
The
away.
Stalkers. Let's see what range the Stalkers have on their weapons.
Okay.
This could matter.
Well, while you're figuring that out, thank you, Tony. For future AOS games, I suggest creating your list on AOSreminders.com. It's a website designed to give you a printout of your army abilities.
Ooh, that sounds nice. I don't know that website. I often write my own lists, like little cheat sheets for armies. But you have to work in a shorthand, right? You can't duplicate the whole codex in your little notes, or you didn't really make notes. And so it can be a little challenging, but having a nice printout would be great.
Okay, here's what we're going to do, Brian. We are going to go
fighting with first?
We're going to go with the Stalkers.
I think that's a great decision. I want to see the Stalkers shine.
Yeah,
Let's see it.
and
they do 2 damage, right?
they do 1 damage. Oh,
1
no, yeah, they do 1 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, and they get a lot of attacks though, and we can pick an aspect here. So, talk to me. You could do some ignoring, right? You could.
I could ignore.
I mean, you could do. Excuse me. Sorry.
What are
you
you
could do
saying?
some all-out defense.
Yeah. So here's the thing. They're about to die. So I'm gonna munch one of their Aether Quartz. So they'll have +1 save.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna wild out, chat. Check this out. I'm gonna use 1 command point. Does this work? No, it doesn't. Okay, that's fun. But I'm gonna 1 command point anyways for all-out defense on them. So they are going to be +2 to save. There's a funny thing where I can use a command ability on them to use another Aether Quartz, and it could be the same ability. And so I could have given them +3 to save, but I can't
Wow.
use 2 things on them.
Okay, then we can do here is we can increase their rend by 1.
All right. So you're going to go into the aspect of more rend.
More rend.
The sharpened face.
So the whole Aether Quartz thing, they get 2 per turn?
No, they get 2 per game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. They have 5 attacks
2 per
each.
turn would be
I was
something
just
else.
confused. Yeah,
It's 2 per game.
that's too much bookkeeping.
It is, but it's not too bad. This squad hasn't used any.
Yeah.
Both those other 2 Spearman squads have used 1.
5 attacks each.
But you can use 1 per phase per
Unless
army.
you spend a command.
Unless I spend a command point. Okay, hitting on 3s. You
Yeah.
dropped quite a few there.
Dropped quite a few. Not
That wasn't
great.
great.
Not great. Okay,
Wounding on
here,
3s?
here we are wounding on 3s. Oh man.
Oh, man.
What a bummer. Okay,
That
so
was really not
show
good.
me 3.
Minus, what's the rend?
Minus 2.
So I'm at my 5 up still. Okay.
Okay.
Listen, 2 damage or 1?
Just 1.
Well, that wasn't good.
It's not good.
I mean, you would
Yeah.
have hoped for better. So 1.5 dies.
Okay.
Your horses kind of look like dogs.
My horses?
No, his.
I was gonna say, mine look like kangaroos. You take that back.
Some of them have bird beaks too. They've got like different things.
It's because
going
they
on.
just use the bones that are around.
Yeah, yeah.
They used the Nagash duck bills to build the horses.
Yeah,
Makes
yeah.
sense.
I believe it's you, and I believe it's like you as many times.
Yeah,
twice,
it's all of
As
me.
many
It's all
times as
you.
want.
So I'm gonna run away 6 inches with these boys.
Oh,
Okay.
that's cool. Fun. So, yep. Mhm.
Yep. And they get the fly. They get to fly when they fly.
Really cool. How they do that?
Yeah. Elves, man.
Yeah.
So fast.
And then you still get to fight with another unit.
It's interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting, Brian. Now that you pointed out, it's very interesting that they can do anything.
And
they
my
want at any
spearmen.
time.
Now, Bridger, if you trust me, you can hit the Valkyrie button at some
The
point.
Valkyrie button?
Yeah.
I don't know if the Valkyrie button's still around.
Oh, it's around.
So I'm taking my 1-inch pile-in.
1 inch.
Yeah, it's 1 inch
Why is it 1 inch?
because when you're shining company, it's only 1 inch,
Oh, I see.
which means it would mean that 2 models can't fight, which is unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Do I care about shining company? Nah, because I'm going to be charging next turn or anything. So I'm just going to take my full pile in and let everyone fight. Okay, here we are. This squad did not get their spell, if you remember. So here's what we're going to do. They have never used an Aether Quartz either, but I do have command points to burn, so I'm going to do that instead. I'm going to all-out attack on them.
Okay.
So let's get my attacks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and then the sword. And here we go, hitting on 2s, and 6s are the auto mortal wound. So we picked up a handful of them.
Let's see these guys.
Okay, and then this is gonna, you charged me, so I'm gonna be winning on 3s. Okay, so here you go. It is rend, but you don't care. So
That's right. So these are.
This is your
these
save?
guys are 4s.
4 up saves.
Yeah, and I did cast Mystic Shield, but like
You
we
put
said,
it on the big squad.
We always
the
make
more
sure,
tech art.
We always make sure forget who we put Mystic Shield on. This looks okay.
So half and half.
So
3
3
saves, and then 4 more. So you have 7 deathless saves.
Oh.
7.
Oh,
it was
that's pretty good. So
2 go
we
down.
do lose 2 dudes though. Actually, 3 wounds each, which is unusual for
That's
cavalry.
great. So 1 horse goes down,
So 1, 2.
and
Brian,
1 has 2.
your
inside.
kangaroos only move 3 because they didn't charge, which means you're probably not going to make it out of combat.
I see. Well, thanks for the catch there.
I think you can still probably make it out of combat though.
I don't know about that.
No, I'm pretty sure you can't.
I don't know about that.
'Cause there was a guy jammed between him and the building like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'm probably going to be still engaged with the what's my dudes?
So you might as well just fight.
But with these guys, I think I might be able to
You
be
want
out
to
of
get
the
out
Mortec
of the
guard.
guard.
Yeah, I can be out of the
But
Mortec
now they'll
guard.
get to do a 3-inch move since they charged,
That's fine.
which means they can
Who
probably.
did you
still
fight
come.
with first? You already fought with the Mortec guard.
I did not.
Wait,
fought
hold
the-
on.
I fought the
Spinny head
Stalkers.
men, 1 damage attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And largely missing also.
Yeah.
Despite
rolled.
the fact that their head spin.
I rolled poorly. I also used their rend 1 thing, and I should have probably did re-rolls to hit, especially with the way I roll.
Yeah, I'll just fight because you're right. I can't actually.
And then on top of that, I can also spend. I always kind of forget I can spend a CP to just get rend 1 on any
Yeah.
unit, which
Oh,
is
yeah,
actually
plus 1
good.
damage.
Which is actually strong.
So we'll go with the Wind Chargers.
No plus the damage. That's the problem. Yeah.
The Wind Chargers have 1 attack each with their bows in combat, so there's
Okay.
4 of them left. So
And they're going into who?
the big guys, or It's 2 and 2 technically. So
Okay,
here.
I want to spend my CP to reroll 4s.
Okay, here's on the big guys. Here's the wounding. So
That's probably
there's
wound.
2 wounds with the bow. This is Ren 2.
Okay.
And then 1 into the Mortek Guard.
Your
No.
bow in combat is Ren 2.
I know, weird, right?
And Zach's bone sword in combat is Ren 1.
And then here's the claws from. So let's just do that.
Yeah,
first.
how many was it? 2?
It was 2 at Ren 2 into your big guys.
Okay. So these guys are 4 ups.
So 5 up saves.
Okay.
Okay, one
still
damage.
4 up because they. Oh yeah, because you're Ren 2. That's
Yeah.
right.
So 2
damage
deathless
each?
saves.
Okay. 2 deathless
you have
saves.
reroll
Oh,
saves?
make 1. So 1 damage on 1.
He has
These guys
reroll
are-
saves on the other squad.
Oh, I
On
see.
the other squad, yeah, on the little guys.
The other squad's practically invincible right now. So here's the claws into the big guys,
Okay.
hitting on 3s and wounding on 4s, nothing. And then here's the claws into the Mortek Guard, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. 1 rend, or no rend, I'm sorry. So 1 wound on your Mortek
4.
Guard. Yeah, they're
Rerolled.
fine.
They're good.
All right, your fight with the Mortek Guard.
These guys already went, right?
Yeah, I've finished fighting.
Okay. So yeah, let's go with the Mortek Guard. We'll see how many we can get in here. 2, 3, 4. Missing that charge is a bit of a bummer. I guess we're just going to get 3 in, unfortunately, here.
Okay, only 3?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Because we really created
Created a bit of a
traffic
wall.
jam here.
Yeah, I understand.
But I think your guy's not bugging out is actually a good thing because I think like I'm just shut out from getting anything anymore.
You just get no bodies on the
Yeah,
points at
yeah.
all.
Okay, cool. So we're just gonna have 3 dudes, 3 little dudes.
Okay, so 6 attacks.
They reroll 1s and 5s and 6s.
Yeah, that's right.
explode. Yeah,
so let's roll a bunch of 5s.
So
you get
maybe
2 ranks.
maybe we can do this.
They're tiny bases. You get 2 ranks.
Yeah, you can kitty corner.
You think?
So you can,
For
yeah.
sure.
Okay.
It's like a
So
rule of Sigmar.
it's unfortunately because of the weird positioning, it's 2 only. Only 2 additional.
Okay, so here we go. 4 more. So this looks pretty decent so far.
So
We're gonna
reroll the
reroll
ones.
those. Oh my god, this is all over the place now. Oh
Okay,
man,
that
2
was
1s
bad.
into 1s. That happens. Okay. Now here though, we
And
actually
do they
get
hit
those
on
back.
3s?
We hit on 3s. We
Yeah,
wound on
great.
4s. Now here are the extra ones.
Great.
Okay, so here
Reroll the
we
1.
reroll the 1.
Nice. And then 2
Okay.
additional.
2 additional. So it's,
All
not,
right.
it's not bad for like
It wasn't
5 dudes.
It wasn't
actually.
bad.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad.
So here though we need 4s,
Okay.
and we are. Now here I could spend this. I should have declared this.
That's okay.
already.
You wanna
Let's
spend
spend the CP to increase our rend by 1.
Ren by 1. Okay, got it.
On these guys.
I think that's worthwhile because I have the +2 to save right now.
Okay, so this is okay.
This is half. It looks like what, 4? 5.
5.
Okay, so Ren 2.
Rend 2.
So I go to my 5 ups.
No, pretty good.
So 1 more dies.
1 more dice. Okay, not enough.
Not enough. So 1 more dies, and I have 1 wounded, which I'll put over here. Okay.
Yeah, the Mortek Guard are really good though. Like you can really get them doing stuff.
Yeah.
Rend 2 and little guys like that, 2 attacks.
So you got your horses now.
Got the horses. We're gonna do a little pile in. We're gonna try to come over here.
You're good. Coming over the wall.
Yeah. Now these guys actually do have a CP mortal wound impact thing, but I didn't use it, and it's not that good.
All right.
You just
understood.
roll for each guy, and on a 5 you get a mortal.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, bring it.
Okay, so it's gonna be.
So here's the thing. They've never eaten an ether quartz, so they're going to do it for +1 save.
I
So
feel like I will say
only 1 left.
the double ether quartz thing. I feel like I've just heard these guys haven't eaten ether quartz yet. You just hear it all game.
So now every squad on the table has eaten an ether quartz.
Is eaten 1, but
Yeah.
there's still.
Archers have only eaten 1.
Only eaten 1. Okay. Cool.
The archers haven't needed to get the +1 to hit because they've been getting it from the spell.
Right.
And they've never been attacked in a way that they require for the save.
Okay. Death Riders. Here we go. I hope these are good.
Actually, Altharion hasn't eaten any of his ether quartz.
Oh, I see. Okay. So no exploding. But actually, since they charged, they have 5s
Okay.
explode.
Great.
That's kind of the, every cavalry has like a
Yeah,
special thing. So 3 attacks each, 5s and 6s explode. We're not rerolling 1s for these guys. Let's see how we did. Okay, we got some, these are gonna be out, and then they're coming right back
Great.
in. Okay.
Very nice.
Here then, we're looking once again for,
3s?
oh no, same, they have the sword, so 4s.
Okay. You would think it would be a
Oh
little better.
no.
Whoa.
Oh no, just 1.
Whoa. Ren 1?
Rend 1.
So interesting.
4 up
Yeah,
save. Oh, okay.
there you go.
You did get one, though.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it happens. Okay.
Do you have horse attacks? You do have horse
Yeah, I
attacks.
do. Hooves and teeth. Oh, these aren't quite as good as the
It should be hooves, teeth, and beaks.
hooves, teeth, and beaks. I love it. Here we go. 4s and then 3s.
Okay.
Okay.
Could have been better.
Yeah, we're doing like a third kind of thing.
Yeah.
Today. It's not great.
Okay.
There we go.
No rend,
No rent.
so it's a save.
Okay. Well,
that's
that.
That's the end of Zach's turn.
That's the end of
I
Zach's
do
turn.
have morale on my horses, and I have 1 command point left, so I'm going to up their leadership to 10.
Or just auto pass it even.
No, I like to use my
you like
special
that? Yeah,
ability.
yeah.
So,
I get it. I get
Zach,
it.
you get 1 primary. Nope, you get 0 primary.
0 primary. 0 everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brian, it's your turn 4.
It's time to turn out the lights on this.
Yeah, definitely.
Brian, what battle tactic you want to do?
Yeah, can you tell me what are the battle tactics that are even available to me?
I would take just be in my
Be in your territory.
Savage Spearhead? You just going to copy him again?
Savage Spearhead. Let's keep the copying
Yeah.
going. You know what I mean?
Right, okay.
I think that's probably the best option.
Yeah, I've already achieved it essentially. I just have to move like 1 model.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that, and then for Techless, we'll just try to generate a command point because I'm kind of short. So I've got 2 now. That's great.
I get. Actually, I don't think I get any.
Let's do some magic, shall we?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Let's do
I'm gonna take some deny dice.
the Storm of Searing White Light,
Okay.
because I'm in range of your whole army right now.
Yeah.
And you know what?
You want to auto pass it?
Should I just make it unstoppable?
I mean, honestly, even doing 2 for 12
2 for 12. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to do two for 12. So I'm going to do the Storm of Searing Light
and protection.
and Protection of Techless. Yeah.
Okay. Now I still can cancel these.
I know you can.
Yeah.
All you need to do is roll an 11.
11. So here we go. Let's say which
So
one?
Storm first.
Storm. No.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Protection. No.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Techless. So here we go on the Bone Riders. Bone Riders take D3. It's 2.
2. Okay. Let's see.
Can I kill a horse? Yeah, 1 goes down.
Okay.
And 1 has 2 wounds left. Okay, on the Mortec Guard that are in combat with me over there, they take nothing. On the, what are the big guys called again?
Necropolis Stalkers.
On the Necropolis Stalkers, they take D6.
6.
And it's only 2. It's the highs and lows, you know? So there's 1 with 1 wound left. Arcan the Black takes 2.
These guys have 4 wounds each. So I had
Right.
3 wounds already. So yeah, 1 is.
So one
in
is 1 wound left.
one wound on him.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I am counting up as per. The
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Right.
As per the
Okay,
Sigmar.
Arcan took 2.
2 on him. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so he's taking 1. Now the
taking 1.
Bone Shaper takes 3.
Uh-oh. Let's grab some of these.
Bone Shaper's taking 3.
Okay. Show me some death saves. Nope.
Okay.
And
then
Mason?
the guy on the Stone Mason, yeah, he takes D6. Takes just 1.
Oh, your D6s.
Yeah. And then I think that was it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Nope. Yep, that is so.
That's it.
The
So-
Mortec Guard, you roll 1, right?
Yes, I failed. So, okay,
and
great.
Arcan
That's a
took
thing. Next, what we have is my Cathler can cast a spell for the first time. She has a really, really cool spell, but you have to fail your leadership, and you're just not going to fail. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm like 10s everywhere. I'm 10s like
Yeah.
everywhere.
So that's just not going to be a thing. So, man, I really don't know what to do then. What should I do with the Cathler? Maybe just a Mystic Shield onto my my Spearman over here.
Okay.
Great, so that'll go off.
What? This is the.
Oh, sorry, you can deny. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
So that was a 7 up to an 8.
So let's do it on him. Yeah, actually, that was kind of stupid of me to try to deny those. As funny as it was.
No, there were good spells. It was worth trying. So he has
Okay,
1 more deny.
Here's 1. So okay.
That's
Oh, there's the 12.
there's the 12 you needed. So let's do Power Fish here. So
Wait, I thought that. Wait, sorry, what was that?
that was Mystic Shield.
Okay.
Did you want to save it?
No. It's
Okay.
fine. It's not. Yeah,
Mystic
it's
Shield
fine.
failed, or sorry, Power Fish failed.
Okay.
I will use their last Ether Quartz.
To reroll.
It goes off.
Okay, let's see if
Everybody a
let's see if
wizard. Why are they all wizards?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're all wizards. Let's see if he can.
So I got
do
an
it.
8.
Yeah.
You got a 9.
Okay.
So no Power Fish there. Power Fish here for this archers. They get it. Do you have any more denies?
Do you need to see?
You
for
do,
it?
actually.
Yeah. Actually.
You don't need to be able to see the
Okay,
denies.
then yes. He actually has 2 denies, so
Okay.
that doesn't go through.
So I've got it Power Fish on them. The spearmen in the back, the big squad on your point, they do get it as well.
Okay, last one.
Oh, nice.
Canceled.
And then Powerfish on the small spearmen squad, they will get it as well. Alrighty. So let's get to moving.
Yeah.
You take a question.
Yeah. Thank you, Lord Zeev. Hey, Titans. Enjoying the Titanathon on my birthday. How would you make Gloomspite not so bad that they're sad? I accept that Gloomspite Gits will always be bad, but also want them to be fun.
Well, they don't always have to be bad. You shouldn't accept that. I think the big thing is one of their mechanics that's supposed to make them cute. I've been using Gloomspite actually a lot as like an army where I have somebody play to
You just beat up on them?
learn, and then I play an army and like don't use a lot of the rules. Like I just won't use certain allegiance abilities and stuff like that. The big thing about Gloomspites is they're kind of cute
I have to have
mechanic.
3 units in your deployment zone?
Just 2.
Just 2, okay.
Yeah.
Go on.
And by the way, sorry, real quick. By the way, Brian, also, I should let you know, with Techless, I don't think you would have wanted to do this.
I could have had 2 monsters in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with the
I
spell.
thought about that, but
Okay.
I did not care.
The issue with Gloomspites is that like one of their most compelling, 2 compelling mechanics. One is they jump over things and they do mortals when they do it in the movement phase. The big problem is that I've just found that people's squads are usually kind of big enough. People are usually able to. It's very easy to protect against. If you're worried about like some squig hoppers bouncing over you, and doing mortals on a 4 or 5 or whatever, it's just not that hard to like. Every time I've played, nobody's really been able to do that to me. The second mechanic that they have that's kind of interesting is they have these kind of wacko theme where they do things like they get worse and then they get better, the monsters, as they degrade in wounds, and that's cool. That's a good one. That's working.
Yeah.
What's not working is the mushrooms. When they go to eat a mushroom, you get like the loon boss on Mangler Squig. He eats the mushroom. His little 1 wound thing, he like rerolls.
Yeah, it's not enough.
Meanwhile, the Mangler Squig is what you want to be doing damage with.
I agree.
So they need mushrooms that they feed to the Mangler Squig.
I think they need to make the trolls way more interesting also.
The trolls are, I haven't even
as
seen
like a
them.
mono
Yeah.
faction. Like
Spiders, the trolls.
the spiders, I love the spiders.
I would love to see the spiders.
No, the book needs a lot of love, and it could really go a long way. I think it's hard not to love that faction. Everything is about it.
It's a
so
great
cool.
faction. It's
almost too many factions in one. Like
Yeah.
the trolls almost could be their own. The spiders could be their own. You know, in the way that they've done so many other armies.
I think it needs to be designed just from the ground up of thinking about it as the destruction army that's also like the most magical, like the best wizards, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, they don't have that really.
I agree.
And this should be the wizardy, sorcerer, tricky.
No, Ogre wizards are pretty good.
I told you what I'm going to do.
So here we are. I've got 2 units in your territory, and I've basically fallen back with the Chargers so that the Light of Altharion can spread his light. He can spread his light. And Techless came over here to charge, and so we're ready for some fighting. Let's start with Techless. He's going to do his shooting into the Mortec guard there.
Okay.
So let's go with his shot on 2 and 2, and there you go. Ran 3.
Ran 3, so it goes right through.
Big D6. It's just the one. The D6s have been denying me.
The D6s have been
But it's
denied.
okay. One does go down.
You get one.
I do have the rest of my archers over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the leader. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we are. Great. So
This is into Brian who? Sorry?
this is into the Mortec as well. So 2 mortal wounds. And 1 save. So 1 save, and you have a really good save if I'm
So
not
here's a
mistaken.
4 up.
Yeah.
No, not that good.
Okay, so then 3
and
saves, 3 deathless saves.
3 deathless saves. Okay, so 2.
Okay, 2 go down. That is my shooting. No, Altharion is still in range. Can you just double check if Altharion is within 6?
Well, let's see. He might not be.
Yeah, let me know. Double check it. And we will find out.
Yeah, let's do it. He's in range definitely of these guys. Of the Mortec guard, I think no. Of
Okay, so we're going to shoot the big guys.
the Stalkers. Yeah.
So it does go off. It's just D3 mortals. It's big 3 mortals onto the...
the Stalker's been
Stalkers.
counting up, but if he doesn't up, he's dead.
All right, so we did get another stalker. Alrighty.
So interesting, Zach.
Yeah.
Interesting. So we're going to charge with the Wardens in the back there into your bone chair.
Okay. No, he's just
Okay.
chilling.
Do you want to
He's
move
just
into the bone
hanging
chair
out.
for me? We've got the Light of Altharion, which we were saying is just in 6, so he needs a 5.
You know what? This guy deserves it for taking a chair.
Altharion! All right, he does it. So Light of Altharion is coming to spread his light.
It's like him and Slan are the only people who ride chairs into battle.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I take that back. There's a giant Slaughtermaster for Ogors that's just like super fat and gets carried around on a
So it
throne.
turns out,
5-inch from the
as we
spear
think
here.
about it, it actually turns out to be a cool thing.
Yeah, it's cool.
In the mortal realms.
Okay, so
It's
these
a flex.
It is a
Wards are-
flex.
It's a serious
Getting
flex.
carried around on a throne is a big flex.
Or just like making your own like flying lazy boy.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Best in the business. All right, so we've got Teclis can only fail on a double one. He's in. So we're fighting everywhere on all fronts. We're engaging on all the fronts. So let's start with the Light of Altharion, and he already hits on 2s, so there's no need to quartz him or anything fun like that. So let's just go with it.
Okay.
So if he charges, he gets +1 to wound with his Fang Sword. And yeah, I get to pick. There's no heroes in range, so I'm not going to get to do anything cool with that.
No.
Okay, so let's just start with the Fang Sword. 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks. It's on 2s and 2s. And every 6. Every 6 to wound is immortal in addition. So 2s. Okay, double 1s, of course. Characters are always so disappointing.
Always.
Okay, so 1 mortal wound in addition, and 2 at Ren 3 on you.
Okay.
Do they get a save against Ren 3?
No.
Okay. So it's D3. So it's 2, 3, 4 total. So
Death
4
saves.
Yeah, 4 deathless saves.
Okay, 3 are going to go down.
Okay, and then he has 2 attacks from the Cenari Blade. This is 2s. Okay.
Of course.
And a 3
There you
there.
go.
And this is only Ren 1.
Okay.
Okay, and this one's D3 as well. So 2 more death saves. Okay. So listen, he kills 4.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
That's a thing.
And then for my next activation, we'll go with the Spearmen, who are effectively already in position. So we're going to put 3 of them at your Mortarch and 3 of them at your other guy.
Yeah, yeah.
2, 4, and 6. I don't think this unit got their. Power Fish off. I know the Sentinels got that off, so I think the Sentinels got off in that back unit, but this one didn't.
Okay.
So
And this one is on a cancel?
yeah, this one
Yeah.
did not go off either.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to say is this one squad has. I haven't used a quartz yet. This squad has 1 quartz, so I'll do the 1 quartz for +1 to hit.
Okay.
So here are hitting on 2s, 1, 6. So that would have been a lot of 5s. Okay, and here we are on 4s. So 3 wounds
Okay.
on the Mortec Guard.
That's a...
Mortal.
Okay, and what's the rend? 1?
1.
So I
It's
ignore
0,
it,
actually.
but I'm not re-rolling.
Okay.
So I fail 2.
So 3 deathless saves, and you have 3 models left.
Yeah, here we go. They're gone.
Okay. And then I have 2 guys
On the
and
Stalker.
the Sergeant on the Stalker. On 2s, the 6 auto wounds. And on 4s, nothing. So just 1 mortal wound on the Stalker. On deathless save. Okay, 1 mortal. Now it is your activation.
My activation. Let's see. I think we do...
It's got to be the
I
horses.
think we do the horses, yeah. And I guess we go into the guys. We're not too worried about tech lists.
Okay, we'll use 1 of my command points for all out defense.
Okay, so we've got 3. They're going to get a little less good because they didn't charge. Well,
they were fantastic
They
last
were,
round.
yeah.
I think everyone knows that these Death Riders are not that impressive. I think
No.
almost all cavalry,
Not good.
all heavy cavalry should be scary in the game, and I just don't. I think that they screwed that up. There's a lot of heavy cavalry in the game that's just not scary.
It's funny too because I've been playing almost exclusively my Beast Claw Raiders,
Yeah.
and Mornfangs are awesome.
Yeah, they're awesome.
So then I get to like
that's
another.
not heavy cavalry. That's
a monster cavalry.
Yeah, really, really heavy cavalry.
I was playing Meg, and she had kind of the Blood Knights or whatever.
Right.
And
Well,
like,
those are actually good
those are
cavalry.
good, but like no, it was, sorry, the Death Riders.
Yeah,
So-
okay.
And she hits me, and I'm like, that
just
can't be
didn't-
their stats. The
Yeah.
first like few weeks of playing, I'm like, when my Mornfangs hit, things just disappear. I'm like, no, they're not.
Not
good.
so much.
Yeah, they haven't quite gotten it right.
So we going into the Spearmen?
We're going into the Spearmen.
Okay.
I think, Techless, we're not going to do anything.
You're not gonna.
there.
He's only taken 2 wounds. He's got.
Yeah,
got
so
quite a
here we
few
go.
left.
3 attacks each. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And this also weirdly ran out of CP, so here we go. They hit on 3s, which
Okay.
is good. And
then wound on
there we go.
4s.
They wound on 4s.
Yep.
Oh, no 6s in there, huh?
I didn't see.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, look at this.
Okay.
Okay, well, it's okay. It was better than last time.
So I have 3 up saves because you have no rend on these swords? Or
I
you
do
one?
have rend 1.
So 4 ups.
Okay.
Okay, and I do have the protection of Techless, so 1 goes down.
Yeah.
And now you've got the horses, the hooves, and the teeth.
I'll tell you, killing one of your elves sort of feels
feels like a victory.
killing a custodian.
Yeah, it feels like a victory.
It's like...
You've got the horses now?
Yeah. Oh, man.
So
it
3 horses?
Never ends. It never ends. Horses, here we go. These are going to be 3s. No, 4s and 3s. The other way around.
Okay. 4s, and they just have to reverse it to make it interesting.
To make it, yeah.
Just keep it interesting.
There's 2.
All right, and these are 3 up saves for me.
There's no...
Oh, it bounced back in. That was
There's
cute.
no rend.
And 5 ups. So you did
There
take
we
2.
go. Look at
Listen,
this,
we
the
always
horses.
know the horses are the heroes.
Horses are heroes.
All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spearmen left. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then the sergeant. So they do not have the power of Hishoff. So they're just hitting on 3s. And I do have 2 6s. Oh, 3 6s. And then 4s. There's no one charged here. All right, so you do have 4 saves. You're ignoring my rend, so it's irrelevant.
4 ups?
Yeah, 4 ups.
Ooh,
That's great.
okay, that's pretty good.
So just take that one, put it in here, and then here's your deathless saves. 4 deathless saves.
Oh,
Okay,
look at
not
me.
bad.
Okay,
So one horse
but
does
you
go down, though.
You do finish 1 off, yep.
Now we're going to go with Techless and see if he continues to be a bad man. So the Sword of Techless.
He's not that good. He's not that good.
No, they both miss.
Yeah,
and
see,
then
that's what
1,
happens.
4, 6 from the Talons on 3s. And then the Talons again on 3s. Okay, so there's 3 of them at Rend 2.
Rend 2. So I'm
5 ups?
I'm just doing Rend 1. And ooh,
That was good. So D3, I could pop a horse. 1 horse. Can you get a 6? All right, 1 horse does go down.
Okay.
Alrighty. That makes it your
The
turn
Stalker.
with the Stalker.
Okay, let's have the Stalker. What's their armor currently?
4.
Okay, let's have the Stalker do rerolls hits. We
Okay.
need it. We haven't been rolling super hot. Okay, I'll take it. Okay,
It gives you nothing, literally
It's
nothing.
great. Yeah, it's
3's to win.
Interesting.
It is
Interesting.
interesting. Oh, look at your
Oh.
rerolled wounds. Okay, cool. 2.
Rend.
Rend 1.
All right, both. Oh, I thought it was about to say 5
It
up.
looked like it stopped.
Yeah, so 1
Okay.
dies. Okay,
We did a lot of damage that turn.
I do have a
Neat.
morale. You killed 4, and these guys have eaten 2 Aether Quartz, and they've suffered the penalties from both.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to auto pass.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So
Well-
Brian, at the end of your turn, what do we? You
Oh,
did
no,
your
we
battle
didn't fight your chair boy.
Oh, let's pull him.
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay.
I have all my buffs there. So,
So
Yeah.
at the end of that turn, you did your battle tactic,
I did my
and
battle
you
attack.
get 2 primary.
I hold more, so 2 primary, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It is not possible for Zach to score.
I think we call it. I think
Yeah.
Ark in the Black wants to
and get out of here. That's
Next
exactly-
time, I'll get
Yeah.
you next time.
That's exactly what Arcane the Black would do.
Yeah. Yeah,
All
I
right,
think that's
Zach.
the move. Still fun. AOS is always
of
a
course.
fun time.
Age of Sigmar, always
Yeah.
a good time. We're going to talk about the game, talk about the armies in our wrap-up. I imagine we have a lot of questions to still go over. We didn't answer too many during the game. But, of course, I'm going to take this chance to remind you about what we're doing right now. This is the Titanathon, and we have many more games coming. We have a show coming up tomorrow where we're going to be painting a set of terrain, an entire board, actually,
Entire
for Star Wars
board
Legion.
For Star Wars Legion.
We have it all prepped, kind of ready to go.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be working on that. On Tuesday,
That's 11 a.m.
That's 11 a.m.
Time.
That's not a normal time. On Tuesday, of course, we're doing the debut of the Titan Watch, which is the community-made faction that they sent in to us, right? And really exciting. This is the first time we've ever seen it. That's going to be a members-only game.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to want to miss that. We've also got a cool special announcement about something we've been working on that we're going to talk about for our members. So that's going to be a lot of
Titan
fun.
Watch is really exciting. Now,
Yeah.
before you go to Wednesday, also tomorrow night,
Right.
we're playing some Aeronautica.
Yeah, that's right.
You,
This is
me,
our
and
first
Brett.
time
Yeah.
playing Aeronautica. We've been looking forward to playing this forever.
Yeah.
This is going to be the Tau against the Orcs.
Well,
right?
you're going to play Tau versus Imperium.
Oh, Tau against
We're
Imperium.
going to do 2 quick games.
Okay, yeah, right.
You and Brett are going to play Tau Imperium, and then you and me are going to play Orcs versus Imperium. And I'm actually going to be playing Orcs. The community has called me out for being an Orcator. I will be fielding
You're
an
actually
orc
collector. This is your
I have
Orc
a
army.
full Orc Aeronautica
You have a
fleet.
very
Yeah.
large fleet,
Yeah.
and it's actually really beautiful. So
So-
we're so excited to show that
Very
stuff off.
excited, yeah.
Of course, if you haven't seen the schedule, you could go check out our community page. It's got it all in detail there, and there's so much more to look forward to. But if you haven't already, we want to take the chance to tell you about Titans Premium, which is our premium membership. That's what we're here to promote this week during the Titanathon. Of course, people who subscribe, it's the #1 way to support the channel. It's the #1 way we grow the channel, and we keep this thing going. Of course, buying a lot of Warhammer, being in here, shooting these videos, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of money, and so we really appreciate your support. If you want to join, $4.99 a month basically is the main way to become a member, support the channel. It's going to give you access to our Tuesday members-only games, which this Tuesday's game is going to be fantastic, unbelievable.
I think in general, as a producer, I would just say, as a producer, as someone who does a lot of the Tuesday shows, they're just fun.
The Tuesday
There's
games
something about the Tuesday
are
shows.
the special games, absolutely. And they're every week, so there's a ton of extra content there for you. But you actually get to join our premium Discord as well and get access to our badges and emojis that allow you to show your support and have a lot of fun during the live games. But if you want to support at a higher level, we really do appreciate that. We have our Primarch tier, which gives you everything from the previous tier, but it's also going to give you some exclusive kind of behind the scenes of how we make some of our videos, of what we're collecting, what we're doing, that kind of stuff. But you're also going to get a unique color on Discord to show your support and discounts on our merch. And if you really want to be a big supporter of the channel, become an Emperor. And the Emperor tier is going to not only allow you to do that, but all the previous stuff, but it's going to give you access to join us at members-only events. You know, let's say at a big thing like LVO, we might do a big members-only dinner or a meetup, and that's something we're really looking forward to. And we're going to show your name at the end of some of our videos, and we're going to put your name up on our wall with an Emperor sticker kind of in the Q&A studio. So you're really going to get on the wall of heroes there. So we really do appreciate. We've got some stretch goals up. And we actually recently, just before the game crossed the 100, our first stretch goal. But coming up, the next stretch goal at 250, we're going to get a brand new army voted on by subscribers. We're get it painted up, kind of. We might even help vote on a few lists of, you know, we'll vote on once. You know, last time we just kind of voted on the army and we told people roughly what we get. But I think I want to put up here's a few different collections and see what people want to lean into. But at 500, we're going to do a collaboration with another YouTube channel, maybe a small series or a couple of videos. We're really excited about that. We're going to be doing other specialist games at 1,000. So you could vote on Titanicus or Blood Bowl or whatever, Battlefleet Gothic, whatever you like. And at 2,000, we're going to collect 2 new Age of Sigmar armies. Because, you know, we got to get more. How many Age of Sigmar armies do we have already? It's quite a few. It's
we have a few. We've got a few gaps, though, that we want to fill.
It's actually more than 6 or 7, isn't it? Because I have what, 3 or 4, and you already have almost 2 now?
Well, I have 1 ready to go. Right.
But another 1 or 2 on the way.
A couple on the way.
Yeah, if we with this extra 2, we'll probably about almost half the game we'll have. And then beyond that, we have so many cool things. What you're not seeing is at 3,000, we're going to do a members-only event, which is an actual physical tournament here in California. And at 4,000, we're going to paint an entire Titan Mana Bowl, 1 of each Titan.
Wow.
So Titans for Titans, you know?
Yeah.
It's going to be great. But thank you so much if you've already joined. We really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, please consider it. We've got a lot of cool things coming up this week. Otherwise, please stick around. We'll go over to the good talk, and we'll wrap up this game and answer the rest of the questions.
Let's do it.
All right, so we'll catch you next time on the Tabletop.